me la fete banae. Will cobra, me the left. Will cobra, me the left. Beba share, you my battle bear me. Me la fete banae. Sunday compa. Sunday compa. Oh,
What's our back on Bomber than your Johnny Famo? Kiamoko, no care like a wabachashi. When they were wabachan to Monye, Bonnie was failure about Bam Bank again. What may Ona? One was a black. Bomber no like you show I'm continue young weko. Shout out to you, Mr. Yati, Miniano. Shout out to you, Auntie Maggie, Osuyo Papa. Shout out to you, Maggie Boy Ojogba. Shout out to you, the whistle. Beba share, you my back belly baby. Me and your life at Tembana. Abba! Bomo de no mi continue ni anwe ko Johnny Famo. Can my WhatsApp platforms no fan no yo no can link on my Facebook. Love emoji say unye no konya kono nye love emoji say no. Eba. Baba bele bemi. Aba. Sunday compa. Sunday compa. Shout outs to you, Shatadrake. Nia JK, what's going on? Is the end of the road for Nia Damalache? I'm confused. Stay more here. That is why you should stay here and know exactly what's going on. Don't believe the crazy stuff out there. Yeah, Jay, if you want to know the truth, stay right here. You like ya, continue, ni continue ya ngwe, ni ya ngwe, ni ya ngwe. I'm going so far 15 likes per nya wa fiale 30 ko ba fit away no like ikwe or if 30 won kwa bia na she like say gontie 15 per bomode nyeno gontie shout outs to you Aziz Ashi Miniano Aziz Ke obafita wo ye ke mommy hello ya chat section e ke mommy hello ke mi un ke bo hello banyeli aga mi acho mi hello manche hello manche batashi You like ya show nini ayangwe. Shout outs to you Mr. Papo Miniano. Shout outs to you Diana Quay. Shout out. You like ya show nyani wa sha 30 ni wa janshi nye twale bamba assistant class captain you get 22 penye like shout outs to Dave Easton, shout outs to you Theo K Numo Miriano. Inyemi Aziz. Inyemi Aziz. Kayochi. Shout outs to you, Mr. Yate. Shout outs to you, Naku Alabiga. Imato Yote. Shout outs to you, Uncle Ben. Bon koba fita wa ye, bon kemo mi yellow. Shout outs to you, man, Christine Miniano. Shout outs to you, Mr. Henry Quate. Nakain koba shebi eno, kemo mi yellow. Shout outs to you, Blessing David Miniano. Shout outs to you, Mamina. Mamina, find a boy, Ojoba. That's right. Thank you guys so much. 130 likes. So I know what start biane. Minda mo fe mo shini oba fita we min pa bo fa ye shiba mi. Kejo like ko show e bomode no like. Show a like mo yan wa de nche. Ona boni nchon. Bomode ni ojani fe mo kiyamoko no BNA look where you are no quality. No ni yo mi o ba kebo. But I can intra video abo na nya ye gamami ka intra fen abo wi waka no ko etebo wo ma label onum shishi sane boni abayo e koto e boni wolu e ba ke na kanji no ni makebo bona ke koto e wojine ba fe kan yo ya abo yi ona ntabia ni makebo no ko keke tumo boni me ko mi kebo no ko keke Supreme Court wolo efe ko ready bona ke wolo efe ready maba matabia nyele it take me 3 hours 4 hours in tata flash endu na no in can your fe no ni judge ke alo judge say na me tasane no kinga kani moko lakabo kani moko fe video ne yue no ko ne ke lakabo maba matabia ni makane fe ma boni body encho nu court we. From what I understand, the Supreme Court case is fast, so it might take a little bit longer than what than it was in the Bashano. But ole, me na ke be a comment call me Supreme Court take Kelvin Tackie the Supreme Court take Kelvin Tackie jiga manche. Kabo mi to in kebwa look. Look, ni adamalache ebeshika ni eba pay for propaganda machine. Ona ni eba tau bloggers ni eba pay ame ni ke agwono kona ke wofe ya neke mo fe mo nakai nke sometimes I can post ni be a call write ups I'm a the same write ups there is you can clearly see the concerted effort to push a particular agenda. You can see the concerted effort to push a particular agenda. So like 5, 6, 7 different bloggers. I'm a fair bluff like I'm not back and you post I got me from posting. I'm a fair due diligence. Ni I make a book a woba. I'm a viewers. Oh, the cashew and Jishi. Can you feel no bonus? I make a boo. Kewo me qualify. Mami get picture in nye majeshu shishi so nye pardon Dave we can get the screen quality is very blurred today. I don't know why. Ni ife na kan. Let me restart one more time. I don't want to start the show again. We've already into it. Yeah, so that's fine. Pardon me. We are already 60 minutes into the show. So me picture be clear. I don't know why YouTube in laptop no super clear, super clear. So I don't know network but it is super clear. So I can feel better. Okay, I can feel better than previously. Okay, that's fine. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Dave. If a better for you, animally, right? So nyani manager. Okay, good. I can feel clear, biane. Awesome. Let's go. So like I said, kahani moko lakabu. Ka mi dabi malakabu. No le. Mani Kelvin Tackie lawyer den chake no ni akete court we. E kan de wolo yan bofe ni me ko me nyese. Ni sande poni. No iya no bomitwe. Bona. Mani obo Kelvin Tackie a lawyer to a lawyer a cheno ni potena akete court ne lawyer cho no ni e wo ni e kole aba consider le as manche. A lawyer you. See, I tell these people all the time. You owe it to your viewers. You owe it to the people that trust you. After you will deliver them with the truth. You owe it to the people to always make sure, okay, you don't just come and spew anything. You owe it to them. You understand what I'm saying? And that is where some of our brothers and our sisters are failing. You understand what I'm saying? That is when some of our brothers and our sisters are failing. Look, case in point. Thank you, Akuche. Akuche KFA clear. Thank you. Minda you finish him. Case in point. Noni Kelvin Tackie yue. Nedumo Supreme Court steps say no. It's available to everybody. Mofe monye ko e. Noni Kelvin Tackie. A lawyer yue. Noni Kelvin Tackie, lawyer yue, ye Supreme Court step say no. It's available. Ke amofemo. Mofemo yeko. And if you want to be truthful, and you want to respect the people that actually spend data, I'm a yoshika. Na me I'm a koshka na me ke your data. Me ke ko bue. Oba, you owe it to them to respect. I can come to see the data, to see the cookies, calipo, B, neke asku. Data can kobu. You owe it to that person to tell the person the truth. You understand what I'm saying? You owe it. You owe it to the person to tell them the truth. Kamale. And get that is right. Nye benye na ntra. Min twa min get ne kan fiole. Nka nye te gamashi. No ni me nya video kan bi efe ntwa fe. Because fe propaganda ye bi e. E ani mo kwa use me as a propaganda tool. are used to make as propaganda tools. That be into the celebration, into no yabo. I owe it to you to present you with the facts. Because so trust of nyage kemba tabi ma kebo anukwale inka malebo inka kebo no go just because me ta oni ma kebo koni taflache otu emi angona. You understand what I'm saying? So once again, do not fall for the lies. Do not fall for the propaganda. Do not fall for the BS that is being spewed out there. Supreme Court ekeko ake Kelvin Tackie jiga Mantse. Supreme Court ekeko naken. Ake sanie eya court na ya be Supreme Court ake na mojiga Mantse. Je no sane e the Supreme Court we. Sanie ni the Supreme Court e jiake. Mokogbe ye National Register mi ake Mantse. Ni ato bekpakpa no ni ake je egbe ye register mi. Ne wo court to afa koni ake mo be awo mi back ya ake Mantse. Kelvin Tackie ke ni ayesanye ya high court we. Ni adama lache ye. Na me pene na me kete appellate court e. Ni adama lache unye ye jeme. Alegbe neba yue ena sane eja ake na je ni adama lache gbe ye mi akele egbe wo mi. No kage ni adama lache gbe ba wo mi eku ba sana je egbe ye mi. No na ke no ko na ba je egbe ye mi e ba affect the fundamental human rights. No one ba affect the fundamental human rights. Sani shwe court to alegbe ni abo dance sane to no Jesus shorari ene kete court we nka ne abo no kokula be ni bi ene bi ye miake ni court to declare mi Mantse. You want me to do it again? Let me do it again. For class 3 blophobia ni kaka me wefe na me no. Shout out to you, man, Grace. Let me do it again. Mini pote Kelvin Tackie kete court to ake court to ahale ni adama lache le eke aje atole manchomo ayelo wo nyomu ake manchomo na aje egbe yemi no court to ake egbe awo mi back Kelvin Tackie je na kan sande ekete court to ama kane no ni Kelvin Tackie kete court to ko nkemie ayusu mi as a propaganda tool dabi inya kwele ebonyomo ye ayusu mi as a propaganda tool ayu anukwale me wo mi ayu anukwale no ni yo wolu emi maka maabo miniji no ni Kelvin Tackie eke ka bo ni tetetwe bono ni Kelvin Tackie lawyer fo e file ni amekete court we nye boatwe je ni teteke Kelvin Tackie eya Supreme Court ake Supreme Court a declare ake leji Mantse. As a matter of fact, keji that is why I'm waiting for the ruling because nibi ete juwe na ebiye so far ekomepe wona yi wale no ni judge say po ba yue ye the rest of the stuff ba ko me ba tashi na me ba kwe brief say ni both come say fake ba ni me ba ma me opinion pako so obanya onya shika opinion jekpo obana ga opinion da bi na me tashi na me kwe am study brief so jogba am opinion obana ga ye ake mu ake aboboto emo shini bi e komeni fita ye abo fe a chafo we nke bonye na atwi. Thank you I can screen FA dark I can screen FA dark Bona nibi ni Kelvin Tackie biye judge say wona ko wolu e bako ni wo bako ake nibi etefe na ebi ahalelo so for all you know ekomi e no na ebi akasa na bulletwe because no but there are other things who na ebi for all you know judgment e ba je ko e ba ni ke ba na kan nibi efe afo e da po no po nye na atwi ni ebe no otu ebe o kase sanene e ani min kase ni so nye na atwi mini jino ni Kelvin Tackie kete court we mini jino ni ya bi nye boatwe A. An order of your of certiorari directed at the High Court Kumasi to remove and bring up into this honorable court for the purposes of being quashed the ruling of the said court quorum is Lordship Justice Frederick Tete, dated 11 November 2021, in respect of suit number entitled Republic no okay, High Court ruling need Justice Frederick Tete akake ni adama la chegbe I will register me back na can no akwashi me na can lele judge say I'm a kwashi. B, a consequential order setting aside the judgment of their lordships Georgina Mensah Dacha, Eric Ban, and Kwame Bading, dated 12 June 2025. Last month, no manomiake no Justice Frederick Tete afe na asset no one side. Leun niteko chulu akehale asset na kan appellate ruling aside. Now, miniji miniji okay, so these are the two main things they abi. Two main things chameganyeme anenyenu ye ekoni nkane anya ni chuake Kelvin Tackie court Supreme Court a declare as gamanje ani no nkane yabo nyenu eko na kan. Now miniji no ni no na amedumo miniji no ni no amedumo am affidavit ni ka ruling e ba allo judgment ejeko e ba touch on every single thing ni be na make a ground say na make a fit here judge say ba address if you no mean care about more trishi no quite ground say na make a fit here miniji no ni judge say ba you ye ona taflache keji okane ko court ko ruling allo judgment kula no boy mi kwemo ikane san inyabu oda oleboni eyo I'm a ground say na me lele out to it nye kwa ke wolu eje Supreme Court tekeba ni wo batabi ani each ground na me lele out there and the court to ka me ba agree lo. Now, from what I understand, certiorari usually a judge say I'm a use or I'm a discretion, so they don't really go into nibi komen ojogban tomo ajegba file no conclude bona bonicho so to me I'm a use I'm a discretion wake near ye baba kpano near ye kel am dey at some point I get they are very, very confused because I'm a lay number afi bona so the briefs itself now I make you understand what I'm saying ni be ni appellate court tai ni like I said Supreme Court poe I'm a jomo ya I'm a kwe and I can understand because nibi ni Kelvin Tackie be no ne asani akwe. You understand what I'm saying? Ni I may arrive at I'm a discretionary decision ni I'm a bar. But like I said, Sanjie come look in get call bakasini. Nya wog ma watchinshi. Wobanana. So once again, nibi enyo ni nkane abue. Kelvin Tackie ika ake court we adeclare gamanche. Of course, lawyer for coming man. I make nibi come chano ake anything else. Need the honorable court will deem is an afi. Usually a lawyer say I don't know. And anything else need the honorable court will deem it is appropriate make a but in this case, court take a fitai Kelvin Tackie gigamanche. Court ko affirm me no one ye GH1 thumbnail kebwe now make court affirms that's wrong. There was nothing like that from the courts. Now the Leonard High Court violated the rules of natural justice by ordering the restoration of the second interested party's name to the National Register of Chiefs without notice to the applicant or affording him a hearing. So I'm a ground saying mino aje akwashi High Court ruling Justice Tete no konononi Justice Ban ke Justice Dacha ke Justice Bading kane ye appellate court mino no asset no aside ni High Court rule enme wogbe ni wababa allow a providing room for work ni wababa koni wabajie wona ni nakenjame once again inu shishi but lawyer for ani wona wali ake there are technicalities no ni mean kwake there are so many things nike ayesano jogbani I bring to the attention of the judge say I'm reaching conclusion Bona Boninchon. Now, Kelvin Tackie apply ake eba joining once again sania yata so obanye what discuss. Kelvin Tackie apply ake eba joining case ni Justice Frederick Technicalities ake dabi apply oleno ni Kelvin Tackie apply oleno ni apply because a saint apply to be an ex parte your case. Mind you, the case is between Niada Malachek and National House of Chiefs. No, me twinshi na me back blah me na me Kenya. I'm back Kenya. Shout out to you, Uncle Sam. Shout out to you, Mr. Kwate. The case is between Niada Malachek and National House of Chiefs. Ama me je Niada Malachek bury me. Je Kelvin Tackie. Je ni tetation. Niada Malachek e ka me besandi. Money ni adama la check and the National House of Chiefs because I'm me ni adama la check be ye register ni no ni adama la check sani ne ya file against the National House of Chiefs ni watch ni tetation ni Kelvin Tackie senche jile le ni eke ba ke sani ne eko ne we ke mba ne ke yaba bumi mini we eko Ejake say ni Kelvin Tackie ke etano ake manche. Money chuon say ni ji ni tete ashon. In other words, say can no affect say ba affect le ni tete ashon. No mo ta say no. So called. No mo ta say no so called. Bon in parentheses. In quotation marks. No mo ta oh okay. No mo ta ta chalete. No monita Namonita Seno. Kelvin Tackie, so-called, quote and unquote, in quotation marks, so-called Kelvin Tackie. No, there is no way. Senche taflache ejeleji gamanche. Senche be ebe register ni. No, keji Kelvin Tackie interest. I represent here mini senche tefe mu ejeme. Senche ka na je ni adama la check be yemi e le senche le be ake womi. You understand what I'm saying? Like I said, but because I can most of the time, judges are use so I'm a discretion. Because if we are going to follow the facts of the case, Kelvin Tackie's interest was well represented. Less senche na je ni adama la check be yemi Sinchene bafita lawsuit ye begele gbe akewomi. Kelvin Tackie gbe akewomi. Na ken lawsuit ni senche e file initially. Who benefited from Justice Ali Baba ruling ni National House of Chiefs I'm misinterpreted. They deliberately misinterpreted it. It was Kelvin Tackie that benefited from that lawsuit, from that ruling from Ali Baba. So his interest has been represented from the very get-go. From the very get-go. Let no one deceive you. I am not a lawyer, but this is common sense. As a result of lawsuit, ni senche e a file money be na ke womi di Kelvin Tackie. So ni senche a filing lawsuit against National House of Chiefs, and now me make a decision a benefit to Kelvin Tackie. No ele ba ne ba ka ke abon na to it. Need this decision benefit le e ba ne ba ka ke. I don't have time for bully. You understand what I'm saying? Mo fe money achobo onulo olu. You are such an asshole. Don't ever come to my platform with your bullshit. Kelvin Tackie, le benefit yana kan senche a lawsuit and a file. So can yana kan lawsuit me ya ni ego against Kelvin Tackie. Kelvin Tackie can be an asanable to it. You understand what I'm saying? So like I said, if the judges are sitting down here, but I said, I can't make it. They don't go into the nitty-gritties of the case properly. You understand? I'm a discretion, I'm a board way. But man in here, I never chon one only potentiality no a court, maybe a community judge say be na GMO na ke back and but this is why me. I said ganyo. Nin le senche nuchumo. Nin le senche a proximity to quote and unquote the Mantse. I find it hard to believe Supreme Court here Kelvin Tackie's interest was not represented. He was not given a hearing. I find it so hard to believe. Shout out to you, Mr. Ashon. I find it so hard to believe. I can argument Kelvin Tackie's interest was not represented. He was not given a hearing. You understand what I'm saying? I find it so hard to believe. Once again, so judges 5 any year me. Me town here, but shout out to you, Nemisa. Nima kwa me be any year me. Shout out to you, Atago. And it gameji ame. I le gankusumi. If na me je, buy a senche me yegemi. Senche does not work in isolation. Senche, he does not work in isolation. It takes care of the stool. In this case, quote and unquote, no mota say no, because they are near the century. Kelvin Tackie century. So na can lawsuit ni century ekete in the interest of Kelvin Tackie. These are the dots. Ni Isani judge said they should have been able to connect. Why did the century initiate the lawsuit in the first place? Because kaje ni adama la check be ye miye. Kaje ni adama la check ni adama la check be ye miye. Senche be gele back ba wo mi. Ni na je ni adama la check be ye miye. Gele senche leg back wo mi. Kelvin Tackie back wo mi. So na can lawsuit and a file initially. A file na can lawsuit in the interest of Kelvin Tackie. You understand what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying? Senche filed that lawsuit, that initial lawsuit, ni Justice Ali Babaka ruling the National House said deliberately misinterpreted it. He filed it in the interest of Kelvin Tackie. So Kelvin Tackie's interest has been represented throughout the case. No. Ni adama la chana ake ajie ni adama na ake ajie be mi they are filing lawsuit a file against national mind you le senche le fail lawsuit aye ha me ajie ni adama la check be ye mi eko ni adama la check te ne ya file a lawsuit senche ekele besane ebe mi eko ni adama la check file lawsuit against the National House because I'm a J be mi ni senche no ni Kelvin Tackie can represent your interest ni senche no ba join no nemo interest they were ni senche ne eba joining like a lawsuit ni adama la check file against the National House of Chiefs Kelvin Tackie interest ye one eba join ye le senche ni. You understand what I'm saying? So once again, these are that, but law, it is not English. Law is not black and white. Oh yeah, that is why you are not a lawyer. Because like an ordinary person, lawyer say I'm a joiner. Shout out to you, Director One. I get lawyer say I'm a joiner, but no Tadia no network big no bolo. That is why you are not a lawyer. All right, so let's go on. That the learned High Court committed a judicial error of law, patent on the face of the record, when notwithstanding the clear procedural requirements under Order 55 Rule 2 of the High Court Civil Rights, it failed to afford the applicant his constitutional right to be heard in proceedings that directly affected his rights and interests as mentioned. Once again, never did Kelvin Tackie apply to join the case to Mobonie Senche and Naneba apply here. Kelvin, that option was equally available to Kelvin Tackie. If he believed that Senche was serving a different interest than his. Why didn't he apply to join as an ex parte? You understand what I'm saying? Once again, the option was available. It's like it's like Supreme Court award Moko for failing to do the right thing. But once again, that is why you and I are not lawyers. So lawyer shout out to you, Mr. Daniel Saki. Lawyer strategy. I'm a lawyer, say ball, I'm a useful. Shout out to you, Mabna. Shout out to you, my Beatrice. Technicalities. Kelvin Tackie believe he I am not a lawyer, but I believe maybe like I said, Kelvin Tackie believe Senche was not representing his interest. Why did he not file to join? Not present a case himself. He didn't do that because he knew very well Senche was representing his interest. And the first time any Senche ya file lawsuit, no adumo na Jenny Adama la chegbe yemi na kelegbe wo mi. Kelvin Tackie did not join the lawsuit because he knew very well Senche was representing his interest. These are all technicalities. Nyemeni ya go law school enyele. Ene waka yoni. But I'm telling you, the option was available for Kelvin Tackie to join. Just like Essentia joined, he did not do so because Eliaka Essentia represent the interest. Because the first lawsuit and Essentia file, Kelvin Tackie le benefit, Essentia be back will register here. Kelvin Tackie back woni. Na Jenny Adama la no ye. So the idea he was not given a hearing for me. But like I said, I am not a lawyer. Jimmy. The Court of Appeal committed an error of law patent on the face of the record when in its judgment dated 12 June 2025, it upheld the ruling of the High Court despite the lower court lacking the jurisdictional basis to reach the set document. Now, this jurisdictional basis, Appellate Court dealt with it already. Even the High Court itself dealt with it already. But like I said, that is why I'm waiting. I'm a ground self. I can't judge say by you. So come back. That the ruling of the High Court, Kumasi, which was affirmed by the sins against the Westbury principle and occasions an illogical and irrational outcome of having two persons' names entered on the National Register of Chiefs. Westbury principle, it is the principle of rationality, and the decision make here is it rational? Is it no reasonableness? Principle of reasonableness. That's what it is, not rationality. I use the wrong word there, Marble. It is the principle of reasonableness. That's the Westbury principle. And the decision take is it reasonable? And it can other person where if I make reason can hallelujah. You understand what I'm saying? So that is the Westbury principle, the principle of reasonability. Bona. Meaning I'm trying to go nimoko be unye mi ke akake kote kake ni adama la chegbe nwa wo mi baba na me ye nyogbe ye register ni as gamancheme ke eyin na kan fe mo mine woni ni adama la chegbe eyin mi no mo na ke ake Kelvin Tackie gbe bagbe yi she ajeni adama la chegbe na ke no wo mi. So once again, I'm not a lawyer, but the Westbury principle ni I may argue or it make sense to me. You understand what I'm saying? It makes sense to me. It makes sense to me whatsoever. You understand? Because it will not be reasonable, right? Westbury principle and don't come back reasonable. The principle of reasonableness, or well, whatever that word is. But is this reasonable? Is this the decision the ordinary person it take care? If I make sense, look, because of na kan no ni because ka ke me ye nyogbe wo mi na yin no e wona je ni adam ala chegbe ye mi na ko gbe wo mi. So once again, this Wainsbury principle should not hold in this case, just as it did not hold earlier on. Na je ni adam ala chegbe ye mi. It should not hold. This reasonableness point now me issue ye be. It should not hold as well. I'm still waiting. Ni makwe ake neken grounds ne fe. Then only judge say ke ba agree. Ni ka make fe agree. Mini juno ni ame ba ngmaye. You understand what I'm saying? So once again, kemo go kebu ake court to declare ake Kelvin Tackie di Mantse mo e malebo. Now, nkeba ke matra a lawyer ni ne mahabo. She before ni matra a lawyer video mahabo amatra video ne matron boni okwe nkebu ake one need me by nyam once again yeah conclude nkebu ake no not this one nkebu ake September ni ba ni ningbese nkebu ake ningbese eba Holland ke ningbese mba Holland ke Germany eba Holland ke Germany nkebu ake jo mo ni kano juno ni ngon na she business summit ni fita ye no juno ni ngon na I meet investors ni akamatashi ni awuame ke bagana ni amekwe no na mba afi ni amekaba wama once again keji okwe date ama feel agbo ama zoom ni ne is maka me na me feel 16 by 11 no 16 by 9 ona come on ona Gbese Manchomo Festival and Business Summit in the Netherlands and Germany so okwe no na miniji date tomoboni nke ebwe schedule ne na I gonna schedule ejeko 25th September arrival cocktail night 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. 26th and 27th September, Business Summit, meet potential businesses and investors, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. each day. Okay, 27th September, sprinkling of Pokoi, 12 noon to 2 p.m. 28th September, Omar Festival in the park, lots of food, live music, and dance. 29th September, there will be a sightseeing and a night of entertainment in Germany. So once again, www.omorfestival.nl no junoni onaye jeme so call Netherlands ni ami no Germany ni ami bomoden koni o contact numbers ne get ready call the business potential businessmen ni ambanye ame partner ni aka investments abagan o find the number yo be +2330244268074 allo +23324684516. Now, I'm track video ne mahabu nyokwe.
The Gbese Mantse Homo Festival and Business Summit has been organized to promote tourism, cultural diplomacy, and international business relations between Ghana and the diaspora. The 3-day event is scheduled from 26th to 28th of September 2025. Activities include Business Summit, where potential businesses and investors meet on the 26th and 27th of September. Also on 27th September is the sprinkling of Pepe. 28th September is the Omomo Festival in the park with lots of food, live music, and dance. These events will happen live at the historic Utrecht University Botanical Gardens, Utrecht in the Netherlands. There will also be sightseeing and a night of entertainment in Germany. The Gbese Mantse Homo Festival and Business Summit in the Netherlands and Germany will be a fun and bricks business. Registration is open to all businesses and corporate institutions. For inquiries, call 0244 268 074 or 0246 845 516. Registration closes on 25th of August 2025. Hurry and place your calls. Limited spaces are available on a priority basis.
There you have it. So that is the commercial for the festival. And that is why, anyway, I would like to take the opportunity. You know why I appeal like we need His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ni ehani I mean foreign ministry ke tourism ministry ke I mean the office of the diaspora they should be able to you understand what I'm saying? Because of course next thing people want to come and visit Ghana. So seriously, foreign ministry office of the diaspora and affairs I mean office year of the return office you understand what I'm saying? They should be fully engaged in Nekeno Kone. I'm sure I can reach out to me. I reach out to me, and I may embrace Nekeno Kone fully. Because they game pet the flatche about benefit. She game Ghana be unjiame. Like I said, Kemoko Bagana AP anymore by femini. Ibaya. So this is really, really good. What government take ame amewa. Now, Timoboni Kebwe. Nyani wakwa the way ni Daily Graphic. I'm a cover story. Nya wakwa. You see? Nke kemoko kebwe. Meni me oje na me malefe read enye kaniani kong. Ken bene na taga ken tra. Kelvin Tackie lawyer no ni way at the steps of the court. Ehabu. Ni Adamalache loses case at Supreme Court. Order to restore his name onto National Register of Chiefs quashed. GH1B nyana bena ngma anukwali. That is how you report the news. Say exactly what the courts said. Once again, this is available online. All I did was to Google. Google the way any platform say a report na GH1 no in a TV3 no in a so far GH1B affirms ni teko chulas government. That's a blatant lie. That is not what the court said. The court did not say that. Ni Adamalache loses case at Supreme Court. Pepe. Order to restore his name onto National Register of Chiefs quashed. Perfect. Court determine komuniji gamanche. Ni teko chulu ke case ye ya ke achele gamanche. Court wa ka ke leji gamanche. You understand what I'm saying? Ama kande noni. All right, okay. Ami meni me tano. Ake Judge Priaman, Judge Jewu, Justice. They are justices. Oh, Chairman, you get bad me fire. My sincere apologies. Justice Priaman, Justice Gewu, Justice Ajay Frimpong, Justice Subira, Justice Bright Minsa. Okay. So ameji meni ametala ni no. So clearly, you can tell. Gamebemi. So I may lay the position of Senche. Ke noni Senche. A position mino ke eba gamanche. You understand what I'm saying? Amele. You understand? Amele. Now, wayano. Miniji noni Supreme Court Daily Graphic online. Nekeji boni am a report show. Nekeji boni am a report tile. Nyekwa. Nkeba ke kayo tree. Nyemeni nye tree efenyeka ya nye tree. Abanana ke. Nka abanana. Nyeka ya nye tree. Anukwaliye. Komo. Anukwaliye. Onyen ni okala wo okponon shishi. Anukwale. Aka anukwale wo okponon shishi. Be fe beni je bakpe. Anukwale nke be fe beni je fi omini e bakpe. Ni Adamalache loses case. Now what can ya? No ni Daily Graphic again. The Supreme Court has quashed the order directed at the National House of Chiefs in Kumasi to restore Ni Tackie Adamalache II onto the National Register of Chiefs as the Gamanche. In a ruling Wednesday, July 23rd, 2025, a 5-member panel of the Apex Court, which had Justice Gabriel Scott Puraman, as its president, was of the view that before making the order to restore Ni Adamalache's name onto the register, the Kumasi High Court Justice Frederick Tete did not give Ni Tekochulu a notice and hearing, thereby violating the rule of natural justice. This comes after the Apex Court upheld a certiorari application filed by counsel for the Ni Tackie Churu Professor Peter Atupare. The court said that the High Court did not afford Ni Tackie Churu his constitutional rights to be heard in proceedings that directly affected his rights and interests as Gamanche. Beautifully reported. This is what the court said. The court in no way affirmed Kelvin Tackie as Mantse. No way. It gets Sunday. Na it affect all echo. Me. I'm saying these judges. Let me these justices. Let me mention their names for you again. Justice Puraman, Justice Gewu, Justice Ajay Frimpong, Justice Subere or Suberi, and Justice Bright Mensah. These are the justices. Ni ameta sani no. I am saying I don't think I disagree with them. Let me say it this way. I disagree with the justices because me ake ganyue ni in le senche nuchumo. There is no way ni senche ko baba court. Ni manche ni seneta no senche chue ni manche ba ka ke senche ni ba senche ba yue hale. You understand what I'm saying? So that is why I disagree with the justices. I completely disagree with them. You understand what I'm saying? Because ke o le senche position ni o le senche nuchumo manche konye ba ne ba ka ke o sane anite no senche eba yue hami ke senche yue hale be ni aje ni adamala chegbe yemi esa ni le manche benefit yomo because na aje ni adamala chegbe yemi ye senche gbe agewomi Kelvin Tackie gbe agewomi ni chwanke decision ni alo ni senche take it in the interest of Kelvin Tackie. So once again, shout outs to our illustrious judges. Justice Puraman, bright judge. Justice Puraman one way be marvelous judge, fantastic judge. He's fantastic. But in this case, I respectfully, your lords, I respectfully disagree. Kelvin Tackie ke le hearing. I respectfully disagree. I think by virtue of the fact that senche bajeme the senche position ni yo gankusumi mi ni na kan senche no a first lawsuit ni a file Kelvin Tackie benefit ya na kan lawsuit me I disagree. Kelvin's interest was not represented. I disagree. It was not given a hearing because senche money be yo register me mini ko eku senche be wo register me senche be wo magiache me register senche be wo mi so money be yo register me mini call senche eku. You understand what I'm saying? Because magiache ma register senche le be wo mi ona. So come on, me register. I can send check bear wo me. Money bear your register me. Let's send check. Minije no ko come me. She a fan can konye benefit le manche. Let's send check le manche. So you cannot in another breath say I hear manche na yuemo alo abo na yuemo to it. That is why I disagree with our lords. I completely disagree with the ruling, and I don't think I'm a quite center position ojoba. Can noni call center position in relation to le manche. You understand what I'm saying? Le manche se ne ta no, se nche ni chun eni. Bona. Now, kabo mi utui. Nya wabwa Kelvin Tackie, a lawyer, no ne at the steps of the Supreme Court. In kete grade blofobi ame kase ni. Nya wabwa le tui. Nya wabwa Kelvin Tackie lawyer tui.
Lawyer for the
Ene GH1. Ame nona ame filing it. So kote GH1 ote YouTube ote ame actually you can go to their Facebook page. Actually, ame Twitter page info a minute out of it. It's a whole report. I think it's about 2 minutes 50 seconds. Info 1 minute. Any lawyer you here. Nya wabwa no lawyer you tui. No kwaka ni lawyer ke Supreme Court to ke leji gamanche. Nya bwa tui.
lawyer for the Gamanche has this message for the people.
We are out of this court with a victory for clients. Our clients' personal rights in Section 57 have been vindicated.
Our clients' personal rights in Section 55 have been vindicated.
The background is very clear.
The background is very clear.
On May 6th, he was in the Regional House of Chiefs.
On May 6th, he was in the Regional House of Chiefs. May 6th, a chair while back was in the Regional House of Chiefs.
Where he was denied an injunction.
Once again, lawyer, it conflates two issues. But I'm not going to tell him. Eleni familiarity law school. None of you all can discuss your court. There are two separate issues. It's got nothing to do with non-akete court. She cannot show you down. It's an FA near client. So now okay.
In that injunction ruling, the Regional House of Chiefs Judicial Committee made it clear that my client is the Gamanche.
In that ruling, the Regional House of Chiefs made it clear that my client is the Gamanche. That is not true. The Regional House of Chiefs has not declared it has. The House of Chiefs has not made it clear in any way, shape, or form. Ake Kelvin Tackie Gamanche. That is not true. The Regional House of Chiefs care until the final determination of the case or of the matter, the status quo should remain. Regional House of Chiefs, I made decide. So the Regional House of Chiefs did not make it clear. Manage the status quo. You are correct. If you are to manage the status quo and I make every minute. Afe ku. Akefani adamalache ejeme. Afe ku. Akefani adamalache. Na akefani ejeme. Ni adamalache e ate eko. A deal with a court case. Kelvin Tackie, a parade ake manche. A shani. Nwewo ni wo ba ka tabia mi ni wo ba tashie ke ni adama la che te iko e anone te iko ke Kelvin Tackie e che e manche ne tu e shwani ne parade self ake leji manche e ya no. The status quo should remain until we the Regional House we determine until the final determination of the case. Once again, you go law school, you go learn sha. You na beni na wane, you go learn sha chon. See, anywhere when the Supreme Court definitely stated that Kelvin Tackie is Gamanche, in the Supreme Court, when the Regional House of Chiefs stated definitely or definitively Kelvin Tackie is Gamanche. The Regional House of Chiefs, I'm a state could definitively Kelvin Tackie is Gamanche. So what the lawyer said here is wrong. It is wrong. The status quo should remain until the final determination of the case. In Kebo, miniji status quo before no back can bolo shinu bluff status quo ji afe ku akefani adamalache eke case ye ba ake aye hale ni adamalache ate eku moni fe ku ne ba kopali se le we ya no e parade self ake manche ashile na kan Kani to enjoy la ba bu ashile na ka until wa ba tasan ye no no wa ba chon mo ni jimanche ni adama la che ya te kona ya no ne te kona ke ba nye court tu ya no ne nye court money ke le we ba swani ya no ne swani. See, regional house of chiefs eke ko definitively yake Kelvin Tackie is gamanche. That's a lie. It is not true. You understand what I'm saying? It is not true. Now, so no ne refer to it. Jena kan jiboni ni eke. Okay, the status quo should remain. Mean the status quo no blame ye boy. Let's go on.
And he shall continue to be Gamanche in that particular capacity. He ignored that ruling and tried to dribble us to Kumasi, obtain a...
He ignored that ruling and tried to dribble us to Kumasi to obtain a mandamus. Once again, you see, like I said, he is new to the case. Don't ever think I can professor ne don't ever think I can understand the issue so juba. Ni Adamalache did not dribble anybody. Dabi. He did not dribble anybody to go to Kumasi. Kumasi anoni ke lawsuit there ba Kelvin Tackie senche le jeshishi. Noni ke Kumasi lawsuit there ba Kelvin Tackie senche le wokete le jenshi. Once again, the lawyer did not speak facts. Let me say it this way. He did not speak facts here. Let's go on.
Mandamus on our blind side, and this mandamus has been affirmed by the Court of Appeal, and it is this mandamus that the court said it will not stand today.
So he got a mandamus on our blind side. It was this mandamus that was affirmed by the appeals court, and it is this mandamus that the Supreme Court said cannot stand. So many mandamus say na kete. You understand? Listen to the lawyer. Kabo ni tete tuwe. Ni tete le bumo. If you to me le ni femo femo. Ni if you to me le wolo minchon. You understand what I'm saying? Ni tete if you to me le wolo minchon. Ni le ni femo femo. If you to no. Kwa nyelele. Ni yok chono femo. Fka na le no mene to no chedi. To no. Ni tete le kache. Ni tete is synonymous to no. Chono fe na gako. Naturally. Okay, lawyer ke even though facts say ne lay out fe na kaini no ne yue ke je May 6 near Damala Chete. He went on their blind side to get mandamus. No ne yue she mwe ya no go on their blind side e mali but na kan ji case as an ne present because ke me hearing so enye ka ka meli ete court we you agashi me hearing ke be ba you agashi ameliaka file mandamus. Enye ba yue na ke shi min ke bua wali aka e mali wali aka no na yue je na kan ni yue anu kwali o da boni ni yo now onu ne ke mandemo say na file appeals court domono appeal court affirm ni no ji no ni Supreme Court ke da bi no aka hold there. You understand what I'm saying? Ne ke no ko chano nya wo bo atu. Uncle Sam, that case has not been determined. That be a determined ko. Regional House of Chiefs say, amele ben kebu nke na jama sana dwale. Ojo twalo ison yo jeme.
It has been set aside. He remains the Gamanche, and for purposes of registration, the National House.
He remains Gamanche for the purposes of registration in the National House of Chiefs. Will keep his name.
His name remains as the Gamanche until determined otherwise.
His name remains as the Gamanche until determined otherwise.
This message.
Okay, he will be. Amaya say.
And this mandamus has been affirmed by the Court of Appeal, and it is this mandamus that the court said it will not stand today. It has been set aside. He remains the Gamanche, and for purposes of registration, the National House of Chiefs.
It remains the Gamanche, and for the purposes of registration, the National House of Chiefs.
His name remains as the Gamanche until
his name remains as the Gamanche for the purposes of registration. For the purposes of registration, his name remains until the final until the case has been determined.
Otherwise,
until the case has been determined. So once again, no need Kelvin Tackie lawyer Kelvin Tackie lawyer ake Supreme Court eke leji Gamanche. e chombo no ni e wona ashagebe mande mo se ni adama la che file no e wona te court to e na kan mande mo se no jino ni Supreme Court is set aside there ni adama la che win ye high court amenu shishi amekete appellate court na amekete jame wen ni adama la che win no ya appellate court no ni ya Supreme Court ni ya set aside appellate court no ni te actually high court no akwashe so ke omuni moko ke bua ke su ke Kelvin Tackie di gamanche mo malebo agbo. Shout out to you, man. Grace Saki. Shout out to you, Samuel Tete. Malebo. Mr. Ashon, again, the saint represents Kelvin. Exactly. You understand what I'm saying? If you call the saint, you cannot decouple the manchane saying no from a saint. You can only decouple me. Now, in be koteko she wachania ye koteko so wachania ye baba pano nye honorable umba bona boni ni yo ni honorable ikewo bagbasani menenwe wakania ye baba mismo no nu no baga ni tete ni bolenche be kotu boy eko bona so wakania ye baba pano koni eba gbawo ni bi eko me na enu ye kote nke ebo ake sani ayi ata no sani na ayi ata abanya yue
The Mantse Homo Festival and Business Summit has been organized to promote tourism, cultural diplomacy, and international business relations between Ghana and the diaspora. The three-day event is scheduled from 26th to 28th of September 2025. Activities include Business Summit, where potential businesses and investors meet on the 26th and 27th of September. Also on 27th September is the sprinkling of Pope. 28th September is the Omowo Festival in the park with lots of food, live music and dance. These events will happen live at the historic Utrecht University Botanical Gardens, Utrecht in the Netherlands. There will also be sightseeing and a night of entertainment in Germany. The Mantse Homo Festival and Business Summit in the Netherlands and Germany will be a fun and brings business. Registration is open to all businesses and corporate institutions. For inquiries, call 0244 268 074 or 0246 845 516. Registration closes on 25th of August 2025. Hurry and place your calls. Limited spaces are available on a priority basis.
Right. So there you have it. Wakwake when the bashe ni aye nolo ontra mintrale wakwake when the bashe nolo tumo beni nke we bo modern koni ti actually ten ke oye Netherlands ke Germany ni ami bo modern koni boli o make date for the event ne ni aye nkwewo ni age phone ngbe but I know age ni aye ekwewo yeah. Yeah. All right. So let's see. All right. Let me bring my panelist on the phone. Yeah, I mean one more near ye. Keke near ye ba ke wakele echano. Near ye nkwa washin li ake phone egbe nje. Ofane ke o kwa ofane kwa mo phone o phone no no. In li ake o kwa so li ake phone kan afan gbeye eko. Yani ma bringa. Now, me ba ma pin in ma bona. Me ta de shkwen kan ya agbe na dan ma pin in ma keke wonu nyegbe. All right. Abache. Wege.
Yeah, be
Inche. So far nake oka video ko send me poni mi nkwe. Ne wa ngene nge no sane wasa wa twani ne no anko e ko. We be we Kawaya school.
Blavo cheme ni you alo ame na mo cha.
I'm a blavo cheme ka me won be
Ame fa me ke ake Kelvin Tackie jiga manche.
Yep.
Ni ima ya ba ni anu blavo po. Ake kwa agashi le jiga manche. No ni sane ame bia me agashi. Ona ageke o toke ni ate modin kwa ulumi oje na.
Anukwale.
No na ke fi owo. Na flache ote me pie wo simoni kanimo. Osumon wo bi on ni ami wo bi on ni mi gramo. Okay, banaka be a spoon feed or no fani as mona ka wo waye at the fin kwen na ka flache. Ni de te o wa don agashi on wo ne kan egbe ni wo chon wo jomo ga. Ni fi mo ke ga tra wa machine oju ba fani o wa don ma pa cheme ni me fin e manye madani shake ni fin wa fata wo ye bi ke make tani ta flat ke o mali sanjibo ni ajo ke dwemo fiu pu keke tano bi ya keshi mini jike se na kete kote daga no fe no eshi aloji na no fe no eshi
na kai
ko ale shije onyo le no nji na gbe wa ka ete o so bi ya keshi mini jike se na kete kote no blame sa enya ni mayale mama ya no ekun ya go blame tupa koni mo fe mo le ba fata wo ye enushi e wo ba bi o akeshi mini he woni ake wonye me anukwale da gbesa ni wota shi ni wo dwen ni bi kumai akeke mo ke esumo mi epapa esumo mi ejun e ta ono ino ya kenshele mo tika nkwale peno no ke mbacho o ka me le aka me fie ni misa nlele ame yo manche mini wona me gba amesen ameni nya amese anukwale mino ame kanukwale ete ame ndete nyele ke jo na video se kume ni bajipu ni Kelvin Tackie yemi trippy red yemi Kelvin Tackie nyengo enyenya ena wo mishe ejakele kumeto kama ko beje ni le kumete le anukwale ele akeshi no ne afeye kutumpo ka blani juke phone e wenyi se wo mishe ejakele no ni nyegbe ke hale ona mi tani mambia bia me akeshi okay Mantse jibu ni ake ote court ga Mantse me a court
Dabi
ame chuoke
Dabi yep
e wo mi le etefe mo ejen ejake ele no ni mbo mu ele no ni wo onye ko ju ami ele no ni mba ni twake tumo atuomo ahomo dani na kan gbile poshe e wo eteni a France si France na etehemo enye na kan mi she ejake no ni ake hale je no mi nka aka ke se hale kokoko nye gbale na kan si no ni cho ni amena mi she ni amenya le pu ila ke je no mi Agora mita wo bi wo esane. Sente na chon ni ehweji ni aye wo cheni aye bi ani wo blaze ne. Beni ni adamalache ta se no. Na me penele. Na mo ji sente. Eja kekel money atole ni tetation ni ji ejononjo etenonjo epanonjo enimononjo wole. Every document no na solo to that ni yo mi hale. Yo lente sane ye. Shikajele ni this sente ke ni adamalache. Ni tafache ake ni adamalache bete national ake she represent Greater Accra. Milile ete fe mo ejen. Mili hegbele yo ne challenge yo. Ke efata Kelvin hi. Tafache ni adamalache enye sente omo. E wo boy mo je.
Yep.
Mini sabe o te fe mo. E da ke no ni afio o master echubu. That is nye ke wa gashi amena na ke ni ne. Tafache ke aigbe nyonjo asante nyonjo. Awasa nyonjo ame fe sente ma me yeko.
Yep.
Ni ke judge papa aji ame na nu na egbe ye mis na bia ke mini ji ni ne na anma be sente na me nya me chepo e. Mini ni. Mini ji enu tumo ye ni ne mi na egbe ba je bi e.
Yeah.
Ken judges ni judges papa aji ame na me yem lasa ne ye. Ame egbe na me bia keshi. Be na ni yo bi e. No ni mi ngenshi. She acto kutumpo kembla gafen. She no fiano ni ba ehin. No fiano ni ba ehin. Ya ke bia ne ka ke le Kelvin fita he. Na jemone yo. Eke ba. No ni e won ni e challenge yo akeshi ake aje ni mo gbe je na kele na ojeme. E ba chono ni he won. Mini no edumo, ala me dumo na me fe na jigbe ejeme. Bia ne je senche don aba bi bo. Se no ko na bu aba. Keso se no ke ona je mu aba. Koni game fe na ona enwo na akishi amenya na me wo pada nye. Ya ke the higher the climb be, the steeper the fall.
Exactly.
But focus on it here. The higher the climb, the steeper the fall. Take besiona. Kia jone ba na ke meni fe ni yes eh. E wo game fe mo ke o meni nye dia ni ada mala chese mo ko nye ni ada mala la chese eh wonya no kwale ese na ka ni ne se amana le akesi wo meni wo support je aka wonye ni ada mala chese wonye le ese wonya no kwale ese na kwale ko aje egbefan.
Yep.
E wo mo fe mo no ya no kwale se ka yo twi ka yare o nyamo e ba fe ya fupo no fudan. Ya ka nkwale mi wonye na nkwale se wonye.
Yep.
Nko nya nkwale mi no nya nkwale se ni yeli ele bono mi. Wonye na atwi. Mo fe mo akase akane no le ni nemi. Koni ke mo ko pipu e wonye wo chon le mi ojuba. Nde dengo wa be ko nyema achano.
Eshe, oyibola don. O kan leje.
Yo, ni tete.
Nye fa de min try yo lo ake ini le ba she ni aye no lo so bi amini wanye me we no ke ni aye ba fe available no man nye no we o fa na ya no for God and country come on.
What's for God and country?
For God and country.
What's our back home?
Na kan.
What's that? What ba?
Come on me na me fe aware.
Kelvin Tackie, you ain't like Kelvin Tackie. I will a father. Get me. Okay, the more cause the stage. Okay, wonderful. Me ba mo fe mo de obanje o fe mo ni bo o tuwe ke je fe e to yi wa don akeda ne anu kwale pe o ke fie o wie mu o de yen mo chom e ya ke wo achose wo ehie odugban ni achose wa ke wo ba male ye kutumpo ka bla ta flache chose wo odugban wonye me chose wo ke wo che na achose wo odugban In the video ko nyeke send me na ka nyamanye Monica you blofo wa ball on into woman and into in the video ko ne ka ke manchela ko mepe for somebody like you that you say you are very smart but you're not. For somebody like you that claims that you're very smart, you are not smart at all. It's like, oh yeah, German queen, mommy. Okay, Kelvin Tackie di Mantse komepe. No. Aye ko nakan. Ma ba kwa ni nyamali o nakan. Okay, le wolobi. Okay, no, you have for about what school no 20. What we no saw to kiss which will be beautiful. But I can't go oh great. F4 actually the knowledge Bible I came in. Come on. Lack of knowledge people have a perish or a lack of knowledge. Lack of knowledge. Get demo tuni ona. Bomo tue
Yep.
e talk bomo tue. That demo tuni. Oh that's normally there. No can man nyegibo. O can man nyegibo normally. Ake lezi manche Akeku. Nike BS ni le etwa ina na bote na babote ye kote oni bachon ja se ni tole oni ebachon oni kumo ena afolemu ni ansi nje afgen afolemu nkala bi le nyawo manche ni ansi esi ayo jeme amogie na yo na etwa ina sele be ga je se ko agbere ke directly yo agbere ba bono directly na bi wosani koni odumosi koni ewe ona gbomo le do je se won yele ona etole 1 year she wi an kwale ko be bi joni won yi na ka ya wo owo yin se ndibo yo e be ra se ni tete me na was me mo ba bi epiye aye dwemosane ake book ke wolo ntuni agba ni bi ami acho ni je ni ba ajo na ake awo me na ma be fe ni yese ta flash tu mo di don na fi ta flash yo ni tete epi ba wa bi
Eje. Akuche.
Eche.
Papa.
Oh, minga bu. Minga nyemefe wo panele ni oba.
Akuche over na me once again.
Okay.
Aileche over ne NKV. Aileche.
yes
Okay, Eshe. Akuche over ne ya no.
Minga nyemefe ni wo yo panele no. Numa jo nyefe ni mekada me amonye mini. Wala fi wono da na ni gane wonye oba pia wonye mie ni wake anukwale amashin. Aka anukwale wiele ameifa mu. Anukwale wiele ameifa. Shike ama anukwale jepo. Eheli omamfe. Ihe omamfe jija. Wonye mini wale naka manye agbugugo manye ni bayu. Agbugugo manye ni ebe yu. It's more baba feel like nyani aji a make up say here. Baba feel like aji make wonder le nje real face. Ya gashi kafra che ke oke manye gibo. Bi ana ke dele mi here shi ayeni bi ko be ni you can do it. Ake ekule ma ka gachi ogugo mo poda ni kafra che lumone ba she ode that's fine. But that shouldn't give you that audacity. Ake as manye no wo ba yo ye public okay to ani ewo gugo mi. Ye ga kusu mi bi anene keni bi na boni social media keni bi ni no hani ayo ye shi eye wo kusu mi. Ake blema ka na boyo no gugo so lo gbe ni ake job. Ni na kan gbe Kangme na social media wono ona woye nyeme komeni na kangbele e wa metu mi dane nika oke gakusun kan gamla ba tunie sani bonka akenakanie wo ntomi sani ehi o ntomi dane aka brema ko kana yo ne egugo ne keto na egugo mie so lo gbe ni akechole watafa ta kamanye wada ogbogugo ni lele ke bule ase do ke kusum bule ase I don't think gageshi oba pa azar paint no ke to ani agugo gomi no ko face social media wo bla ye ni ba ni amala ke manye gibo mini inspiration ma ko yo no wo bia ne ko bu won ke ba lo bla ye ba go 2 ba go 3 ani wo ya wo yi ani won chose wo bi e chose me papa ko ke an other person po ni le fe na kan that's fine she bo lumodibo manyajibo to bono ke fe product mi manyeneke wo be mama nyemeke ni fe no na me na mo na ne ke to ani egugo mi ke nie ka me 2 years manyeme me gbe nu shishi ka wo mama ekwe ba ya ke kwe me 2 years manyeme ame ashino ke ni be nu ha me ko na ba bu mama na ba pa make us aba ya azapent things ko me na ke pa yen na about the social media na fe woji ne ka that is what they know she ni ate ona ene ya no enwo te me gba na wa de che ni like I said that is me expect na kind ya ga shi yani anno no mo no ka she many ame fi amali ese yana me no ka she ke many ame fi anukwale se yana me no ka she ka ibara shi akamale ayema sani akamale ayema no dugba ni wona ka ofe wo male kenya ni akanu kwale ba ayema no be sani amale shishi ke shishi panfe ni woka experience na ka noko cry wo mano katabeni ye ba fite wonye ni wo ke ni bi abapa yin e ni afeto mo aya ni amale o sipo lolo le ba ko no fere no sumo ne ba ko do o fa ka shishi fanfe
na kai
wo bo fe bo ni amale yo awa fa amale ka shishi fan
na kai
wonye mi me ko mani amete amenya yegan ni ni ete na amenya yegan amakabo anukwale amete me piano na amenya afe ama me feel like kote na aka ya na ba wote Kelvin emi na ya kote ame feel like kote na ya te libe fe kuma ame family feel like wote Kelvin emi na ya ame feel like wote emi na ya ewo ame na neto keje kuma se kote sa ni agbasukun kote ni anale me ni ake ni afeni na ni agrante we share benja ke be yoku ni jino
yep
Chamela ke kumase kote ko fe na ya fe wote te go tule ebe mi he was not there ebe mi ege ke se ko na ya jele wo na ya ke se shi wonye me ko me tafate ame na ka me na le ake mi ni abe wo sha me olubese ni wote me ko me ni amenye wote te ko tulu se ye ko te data me ni I wish a grant me wish ndaga she ko leta fact I'm afraid I'm yes na me bro ina ka I'm afraid I'm at school allo school na te I'm here kai I'm a school fe no ko ni ehin I'm a school to amale kaye na kale ba mete me pe ba me akọ school
right
aga mi po na ba job na ka ya akọ school da ife ko ne ka da mi po no ni na kemi ye wotete ko tuluma se iya mbanya because Sani Akako Sani Pako Mabaye Sani Mon. You want me no banya? You want ka amenya polenche. That's why amanya amenya I grant am a wish. That is that no fair. I grant a wish. Ni bo kre. No be no na meta wo na menya make baswani na make feel fine. Chika onya akashi ake legi gamanche court eke legi gamanche. Hey. Nyame buni nya cha nyenye ihe na kenye gbe mi na ke anya akonye eh. Bule na ma cha ka me gbe mi anya akọ because bia na court mu na ba ya mu e ba ko mu na ba court mu e wale mu agba kenya ke nye yenyo fe moko be nye yenyo fe abaja agbesani na dani aba money eye sani e money ye be authority de ketuni bia na esheko ka se ye court fo ba sa wo tete go turu na ke wo che adamala che na agbesani e fe na ya ke be e ga wi ko wo ka ko wi ko agbere aba bo gbe no awi agbene olumese aba bo gbe no o ya wi ewo ameka from full of yourself Timo sani ame bisani ya nie na ka machine no na ewo no nya no nu hihie bisani ni mboko aka na ke habo kebo feel like bo tafata kule osijama eche na asijama no afita ewo no le dem fine shi moko akaju agashi court eka agashi wotete ku tulo legi the rightful government no wo jamo kedi bi ni abayu aje ye social media kedi pe wo no shishi we accept na kan ni woche adamala che ame je social media man che be di ame nike amete court bro ba na ame nye social media na me gbula saje ame no una ame na kan you never going to see them like that ya ame manche na ba ye je social media ame kwa manche ni date ama ni moko wa ba esi ba me.
And Miss Monima make neke no ko ne clear nyen we fi o ngene nwe mi we ko Martin e ko mene nwe mi mano mi e ko na kete Supreme Court to once again ni I rule Kelvin Tackie benu e beje NDC ni fe Miss Amin timie ko ni akete Supreme Court ni Supreme Court rule Kelvin Tackie no eje NDC ne tole manche alo je na kai no eje NDC manche ni je na kai si John Mahama di president NDC ya majority ya parliament ameji the government in power ni Kelvin Tackie no ne na ke the Supreme Court ne no ele be wonu ake NDC to manche no ebe wonu no ebe be wonu ake NDC ye hale no ele be wonu alo je na ke be wonu good you and I we all day here
Yeah, need that
yeah
o you are ke o timi na kan ya gashi be ameke court it take decision ha game
yep
ameke court take decision ha game ni watche that ya win e kuma say ameke no court cannot take decision ke ha game
chene la menya
mi to ma bi amake Supreme Court batuni amete alo wo ntumi alo ko bi amete ye na mete ni nyeni a grant ame wi she ani batuni alo bi ni ye na cho ye aso de na mete de ka court no na mete de ka the same court na mete nko na mene mona como ame male a una ma male Supreme Court po akechi sani po na aye anukwa megbe chi amela kashi ona ganye olo ado twa ikaba kashi mini amenwe nitumo na chu ame trick ni ke
exactly. Yeah.
Aba na kadena akamobu agbene.
That's right.
Hey, wo bia na court na ba ya ko we. Bia na be onyo ka gashi NDC ame ya me wochela ache. Kaje ya balake wochela ache ya win ye. Bia na oba ya kashi NDC woni agranta aga win ya la lobini. Ama yu na kan. Wo bia na court ekpula enineye sanene in the first place.
That's right.
Supreme Court ekpula enineye in the first place. Mini kaji ameka mba use political power abanya ke wo cheke bia ke no o sane do ke ba wo momi to be ko be ni MPP ono ni ka cha me court na me ke political power ka me ya court ya ka me amela ka me te court ba wi na me
right
o do be shi wo na ka pepe ya no wo be bia na NDC yo no na wish am grant am wish o ba ko e
na kan
so I know my bro
yeah ofane impini na ma ke osmoni o contribute to the show text mommy hi if you am go le kusun e omo le text mi omo so ka twa impini na ma just text mommy hi +1302 7971355 bona ke o text me hi ma trouble John chapter 8 verse 44. John, the book of John, chapter 8, verse 44. Yohane wolo. Icho panyo. Kuku niji nyume edwe ke edwe. John chapter 8, verse 44. You are of your father, the devil, and the desires of your father you want to do. He was a murderer from the beginning and does not stand in the truth because there is no truth in him. When he speaks a lie, he speaks from his own resources, for he is a liar and the father of it. John chapter 8, verses 48. You are of your father, the devil, and the desires of your father you want to do. He was a murderer from the beginning and does not stand in the truth because there is no truth in him. When he speaks a lie, he speaks from his own resources, for he is a liar and the father of it. Ayeleche. I'm a kind of second one there. Uni Ayeleche ke fita ye mahabu. Proverbs chapter 13, verses 20 to 20. Abawulu. Kukujinu menyo ke enyo. No ni nyumba yue mo ke ne. He who walks with wise men will be wise, but a companion of fools will be destroyed. Evil pursues sinners, but to the righteous, good shall be repaid. A good man leaves an inheritance to his children's children, but the wealth of the sinner is stored up for the righteous. He who walks with wise men will be wise, but the companion of fools will be destroyed. Evil pursues sinners, but to the righteous, God good shall be repaid. A good man leaves an inheritance to his children's children, but the wealth of the sinner is stored up for the righteous. Ailije.
You are job go firm go. Mena go try na. Ani man bi en try na ma wi. Ofana already.
Oyibaradon nyani watwa. Ofane ke osumoni oyue tomobeni nke ebo efe mage ni aye ni aye we hye fu na so no mi ni aye nkwewo. Bomode no kemi hello bona keke in trouble keke okay o contribution eba matwa mo femo ina me to mo 5 ko text me hello matwa nye fe in accordance to the way ni in release in receive text there. Hello.
Good evening.
Good evening, Impa. Ufane to your day.
Ufane go ba don know.
Ufane me know.
Me to be one question.
Ufane you.
Ona sa me ya no fe da ne. Da ne isi da shi ka ta bisi manche ibemi. He hasn't played any part for me, right?
Right.
But my question is, imagine only a word of manche. Normally.
Nakai.
Because it's like he's the custodian of the phone, right? Of the gun.
Right.
But no balance you tell me.
Okay.
Oh no, me need to come. Yes, okay. Let me know the
I mean, position. Yeah. That's a great point.
Some tacit complexity where me you know let me a small joy in the minute because we make a able to about searching. No tell me searching. No see like what right. Execution of state. You like you. I'm telling you.
That's right.
Many very careful.
Right.
I'm telling you, bro. No finance. Yeah. Okay, all right.
Eke nigbese sani le wenye ne siu because mokome pe ekamo kita so ke nigbese le ake mokome pe kita ekan je ke nigbese le wo fe wole ake nigbese mokome kita pe ekan nigbese ye igbe ni ke moko che igamanche ni je igamanche ni nigbese ye igbe ni issue or more. It's a great point. It's a great point because mogome pe ekanlekita no okay mogonklo unche manche ningbese ye igbedi egemo ya court. It's a great point. E ba she ningbese de. Hello, Uncle Sam.
Hello.
Yeah,
good at your side. Decision the Supreme Court take it's not a bad decision.
Okay.
In the sense that I may talk, I may have touch all the time. Me take go to look better. Couldn't a bandit ina.
Right.
No, baby, the case wabana min fe pepe, but if you a bandit me talk, touch all the time. Menama I have the case touch all the time. I don't matter. Amaya je kesa shiche ko mbia na agba na le nita ko ibaba na abag belesa abag basana ni pepe but ni fe ni le ba tomanche conscious na about no fair no Supreme Court take decision with the bar akashe ba no ba ji ona no even na akashe achi ko kwame ahu it is not a bad decision for us no you know I bad agba ni ba ni ba ji na toma ba ni cha so le the first thing I love is a similar thing. Gana bana ibaba nimincho abibi la questions gana agbana mo bana sane mi ojoba pepe bana sane ba she ne no I feel like I'm a home use am jamo ne amaka ka no ko nimincho ekebe alone no mo kan we baba nimincho the nature ko chu ebane ba je na bianza aba hala no ba inya hun ka ba akala ka ha no bia na ha bogbe no ba jona no bia no ba na sane mi no
thank you so much
this is player my player
okay bye over text mo number bona text mo mi hi your number no what mo ko text we be if any what chale ke e wo ka boy back man no ke oyue. Hello?
Yeah, hello.
Hello, Nche.
Yeah. Yeah.
Papa.
Anytime I be Sunday few Akashi. If you can clear inside there, if you're Akashi, a Geo Brown cook a prison. Ni ake and the camp padini I will ake near you go I ata equal.
Mechanic na jile, yeah.
Mini Akashi call there. Because Mokoni a lesson here could cry. I will more.
Right.
No, what go tell New York, Jamie. Mini assurance on Agashi, Sanine, New York, Jamie. Amayi Anoquali.
Right.
Asagashi, I will make more. Ni Sunny call and Yoko.
Right.
I will make more. Nikole. Sunday upon him, even the economy you want to happen in America, make one hour more than Germany. No, call tell me, yeah. Many toilet I can call about function. And like I say, the can and Gamanche Sunday name. Germany, Intagashi, be no blind you few Jimmy. Nika in you to 12 to 14 years. Ninkam papa the Gamanche Palace. Ona, maybe I need to 56. 14 years, 56, and Campo Party Gamanche Palace. Make me trashing. Papa using a car, me. The car magazine, you mean trash him, and call it Benjamin. No, Kaja, me, Nimba not 58, Diane, Nick 14 years. In Papa, I came, magazine, you mean the trash him, and call it Benjamin. Capacity, and call it a Benjamin. I guess he, Lachajo, Menini Yojo. Me come lacha say, me come me say, no one me come lacha say, ni me come be ne, no more Jim money about you and Qualim, because fear one of our okay, what's on the take court, what's on the jaws and no jaw, lawyer me money, okay, yours and the chair. A lawyer by your face and your pony judges and nigga, mono casanity, bolagos and the jay. She over she court there. Now that came back as she was near.
Yeah.
Noni you want a kayi me pi. Ni a kayi me pi. I guess you wash again one go sunny any insanity no. So why she court against a near talk about bono.
Yeah.
Inte gamanche manchaguna. Court with them oblayoko ke. Engambe. Ni if I can say hi in Alaska. No, oblige you a court. She be like a bar, oblige you a brother Kalaki, Salame Kaya court. So bad boy na ye kote no kekaya. Na she kote jenje ke e bi oblaga ke shi o wule bi ni chun echu. E ke chun ni ne ke enye ha bo ke fi. E ke o ke mi ahun ba mishka. Bona e je ni ko kan intakote intachun mi. E ke mi ahun ba mishka. Ni jenje bi la ke shi. Ni o la ke chun ni mi no ke shika sa ni gbe na mo. Bo la ke chun ni. No ni jenje ke oblaga ke shi. Oba owule chuni no na chuni biane e afio bala ni ba eko no biane wo afo skawale ni every man take ba bu ni ska won ke wo de e ka wa shi ko te no ba ko kono mo yoda se ye oba we do mo shagbe na hin le wi mo ni e broda kela ke ben ke ba ke sane na ka ba ko te ne ke bo ona ke fio ne ka ba bo le nche biana ka ke ka ba don se ba pe ko te no ba ko no na sanjin tumone ke te kote be pie imbia ke kote tamina sanjin te se va ka ke shame ke mbla tuning ame ke mbla in tuning no ni na ji be pi ko ke sanete kote no ale yue mu sani ba gbe no so na ke si ke o gba me ba na o sani eja sino ko bi bioko ona no ko bi bioko ke e ba chi wo gbe no ni wo play o here ke banye balaga shi wulenje po simi ke bana kwale wulenje po ka watashi na ke wonta o peace ma baga me da ne osane nye kote manche yeli ke wo kwe ni manche yeli enyi ha wo pa no ke wo ro ma chuni aga ke manche yeli sane ne je
wulo mo ajele wulenja jamele nwa no kwale ebe je no aye wulo me enyo ke ten ke ni bi
je naka no ni no yu an kwale ni aye enyo ke ten ke jwe ona mene jele yo de shane mi e se kwa me no ko ba wo history go e ba wo sane ko ba bo sane ne ba gbabu sane ba ngo o ba ya mo ko ngo e ba gbabu the same sane mi ba ngele mo ba fla ga sane eja ona no sane an kwale ne ka wonna ina wo ba fa an kwale no wota wo ka wonna mini jino ni poten ni wo ba nyi wo ka fe ani manche ni wo manche me nyo na me pele oni ahi enwe o na ga shi aka me fe amejeshi akomemi ni ke ami fe amejeshi akomemi ye mini wo mi endo mo ni ye ji skwo mo komi anwe ya mo komi kuna gbe na tashi kuna kwe akeke menete mene baba ke menete kuna fele marathon aka fele 100 meters oh we ncho wo manche yeli e 100 meters jamo ko bo na wa
shinche ko fele na ka we shino no po shike o fele na ka unpo be o reward moko e fon nefi
Dabi no ni almagba ni wa trouble kenke marathon ne
dabi je marathon ne po je mesane ponchon a marathon could be powerful but mo be no ke moko ashia atashi na yu ni moko meye amoko e ke wo fe na kan one reward e fon ni afi one reward moko ni eton wo kusumi no one reward moko ni eton wo mla ni wo ke yo ake to manche no one reward a sense of truth, a sense of justice, a sense of being fair to one another. Because
no you ino shishi shine mi twa kan ngesa de je moko na de ku moko mba yin pe no le won ba gbo cry London yin pa Joe Blancy ona yes Joe Blancy ka aite Canada ona no ko kwe the way ni ya wo lenche wo gamelenche wo be plan ke hanga manche ale moni poten ale shia
da bi papa I plan ale moni poten ne yo ale shia na yo menye wo hie me anukwale I plan I shia ale shia no nation ajaboni ato ogamanche bejiano to efe kashi ale akeke ejebi e ya bi shia. There is a system in place and people are deliberately violating the system, and that is why we should not reward like a me ameni bi na me feel let's say let us compromise ni watashi ni wakwa ni wayu ni moko anme amoko dabi
Okay, or basi manche keje be na wo ni awo Kelvin Ecolation koda Ecolation koda Ecolation da
and there is a reason.
Okay, mimba.
There is a reason why you will be several times. Reason you want national. You will be several times. In like a boy will come and check. But you would understand only one in basically national amount.
Yeah, keji ni basi leakashi awo manche. Awo manche kokro. The leakashi manche ni awo Chile sani eye manche. Mini sani fe Mini sani fe in May, I do when I went to see. I didn't want to see Dumoshi. They can't any Darby. Getting Benoni. They blame me a tone on the one near Catmane. No one gamin for one like she. No, raw a fan. She know Ecolesla.
All right, I don't find our move. But I think the point is well made. All right, thank you so much.
Okay,
yeah, I have a check. Now go tell you.
Dabi wo papa ni eyo eshiba mi mini solution eta wo e agashi keke ni gbese sani ni gbese abawe ni gbese eyo mo fi amole no ni yani ni gbese dumo
yeah
ona ni si ni gbese ekometo
yeah
ewo ekome enye etu na kanu tun agashi ka ba bole to enkwen kweno ni anu afin
Dabi
ni tumo na oyo esa ni tafla che about reward moku with a sit down about clever like we minisani
yep
eleke fiesha eleke male mina clever ayue ke nu ni ko ke ni braje sine ko na fi po efe e wo je moku na clever na clever you oni
right
mi aka twa ni ko se enike ni nei ni ko na ba nya fi efe e ka mo kita
he actually stood his ground. Yeah.
On a compromise ne chemene ni fa ne wa de nti o fa ne ta flat che kam ko ba juo ni o ko ba tinu ko compromise ona kato bohe aka kam ko bo she e ba ko ni o shia na ejuken ya o ko la ta jo ko compromise aka mini e ba bo fa alo ba le fa that mean I can compromise. What do you say?
Yeah, that's right.
No, what do you know? You are see. Do lo e ba shi na e ba call me kete here. O ko la ta si no ko la compromise aka mini. E ba ye fio. Le no me. Ndete o fa na bo chanu.
And Tumobeno, you look. We are here because of Sempe Manche, Niado Totinto. Number one. We are here, we are where we are today because of Numo Bambi Sakumo Bulomo. We are where we are today because of Numo Aquamensa. Meyetene. Ameji the key players. Meyetene. Of course, there are others. But Kusum Feloi, Etene. Kusum Feloi. Etene. Niado Totinto, Sempe Manche. We are here, we are where we are today because of him. Le. Enukwale ne ye. Ninka video anye 3 days ave benyanale. Le lady. What happened? What changed? Let's see of your arbitration eh. Ke kusum fe nyene enyone numo gba me ke numo akwa mi san ama me foto ka botia na me ke manche moni mi ame ba moji moni ni ya to ganke ba me ne ke me yetene ke ame che press conference bi ade na me ke what did we say what malenye fe what kan kita mishia a photo ke abotia ye numo gba me ke numo akwa mi san ama me foto ka botia ye mishia na me ke manche ni ya to gamba to la me ke ba chumi ne ke kusu fe lo etene ne ke kusu ka me ke me no ke waje chele na me ka me yu anu kwale numu akwa mi san once again me I'm speaking directly to you kusu fe lo jibo numu akwa mi san numu ogba me sempe manche ni adoto tinto me yetene to e ka botia na agbe ni adote otinto sempe manche le shia agbe to e ka botia me yetene kedi je chele na me ka me ba ke game fa anu kwale no ni ya no na se ba fo kani mokomoko lakabu. I hope I can me flow. I'm about for this very portion of the video and you inke game fe sanene ni ya no me pi ye ni ka me we bona wo ba na nukwale ni we ba jowo shi me yete pe me yete ne pe inke ka me wonu ka me che press conference gabajo sempe manche ni aroto tinto numu akwa mi nsan numu ogba mi sempe manche le shia mi ni numu akwa mi nsan ke numu ogba mi ame agbeto ka botia ame fe wo ame respective wording ye kolo na me sumo na ke fi okusu mi ame sempe manche shia na kan kan kita ye akakita ye ni adote otinto shia eshia ni megi me ne ka wula me enyo na ekusu mfe do enyo na me kankita ye le eshia ake manchani ni ya toto gan baba le pe mi ame ba mu so chame kenyeme no ni ya no egan ni adote otinto sempe manche le fe no ni ya no egan numu akwa mi nsan le fe no ni ya no egan numu ogba me le fe ike me pi yami shi me yetene keji ame fia me yake ame ba ke wa anu kwale wa mashi bi ame ba gba wa anu kwale ne ke no ko ne se ba fo ani ji achele na me yete ame che press conference aba na anu kwale na bia ne no agbena court we yin adon wa fe nga me fe ba aka ke nye ba yue agbena so me yete kusun fe lo etene ni nchene ni adoto tinto sempe manche ni twa video ha bwenke le lead na to ni adamala che le lead le nye ma hie le nye ma hie le enye ma hie le nye ma hie le nye ma hie ni adoto tinto le nye ma hie kita na kan bi amina yue jase esane jase che yeli esane ni adoto tinto le shia aka na kan kita ye le shia aka numu akwa mi sanke numu ogba mi nke amegbe kolo na ameke kan kita ake manche mi na me ba mo peji moni ni ya to gan ka baba nye bi amaka ni na kan kita me fomi you understand what I'm saying? Yani menyo ko me text wo yani ma twa me papa ro ba mi
Yo, ni dete oyo ado menele o temi deep, ni bekun mekuma yuemo ha ni sajie kubeponi isa no ba wo no for the truth of the matter wo ba wo no which I really appreciate that. Ilaka ole ne kasa ne long time laka ole che. She no ko kanoko ba, kanoko egbe to anoko noko egbe kamuko eji moko to moko fo. Onumishi. If to me ba no ni yemo na ba yu o amelake ko ba yu na ka yemo e ba wo noko ni na ka ni very deep the echo bekere ofie onumishi just to prove people agachi obata bi keke ake owie no ko keke she sajie echo me olo shi ni no me po ajeko lepo because it's not time na ba je na ka ni bi epo me ni yu ake ni okay mi ni gbese ba afi mi na metawo ni gbese afi noni ni gbese efi automatically oba na gashi he is not part of noni ya no ni gbese is money ye pasha ba fe kusun ke o che Kevin once ni efe ko kusun ke akole ni lenche gbeda ke lefe ko kusun go ke akole ni wo fe won na ye pano what the Lord come e bagwe e wo mi no Lord come bagwe no we e Lord come ni mali alona mo ni mali.
Yep. Lord come
Kale ona ke
yep.
ona ke sometimes the way ni wonye me ko me behave ke fe mbia ke jomo teno ni yo ame nto mi e wo no Lord come bagwe ame tabi ko the Lord come lenche e yo ni ke mali. Who does that? Can you say it can't if that will show everything. No, sani ona gashi ona everything. Kwe ni say esa pone ke what can before by a court here ne poi.
Right.
Onu mishi. Esa pone bad washa gashi ni da bi no ne efe mo efe egbena nu chumo. Come on, cancel by your grant to cancel 100 times. Be attack them no, make to be ko agule. Ne bi on mishi. Be attack them no, ni say no ni epa dem ya. Ti be first be wona le dem because a position ye dem.
Nobody enche unpo nobody enche unpo. You see, a lot of people do not know the background story. Ningbesi for a long period, traditional council a lot of people do not know the background story.
Yes.
She chemeno bakela a qualify. Exactly.
Yes. Position dem.
Yes.
Say dem. Ni gbese say dem. Say dem. Ni na kan say mokota de bada wo le amomo ama abaleke ni fiti we kwa bada ata o konko ni aye eye ni gbese na ja that transaction. Abawo amasa mi gbese ma je gebe. To woni aye kole ro woni yo cancel na aye kole ro woni yen kama mi. Oda. Oda. Ewo numu ni gbese e mo fe mo wona enutumo clear. Ni kabata bia ne kafe wonye me kuma kafe ba bi question kuma bi akashi mi no numo sakumo numo gba mi kabata bia ne e choko money fin wo cheke bia fili because ni numo gba mi enye fe proud de akashi mi fi ogamancha fili wo mi fi bia fili ba bi ko kabata bia ne the only man chene ke fili peji wo che laache
no
what a fact, can you wear wool of Mokobe ni if you're Gamancha affiliate, ni Afimeno affiliate? There's a question mark of Sanuba Jonah.
Yeah.
Ni money if you're Gamancha affiliate, like money ka Philippe if you le peji, watch it, Adamalache. You automatically have to say, I benumo, no more affiliate if you watch it. Kevin, why I can both your affiliate? What do we see? I can both your affiliate. Wajebe wabana kashi ada wacha enuwo sakumo efamo kode afe na kanutu wale na eshika na eye. Jebe wabana kashi ekole la no etumoko ni mo ya fe instead of ni kele ya fe eton kusu no wo e ba tumoko ne gamoko awoto na pane ya fe na kanutu mo. Kuni shikani ba jami kedi na abale ni bibi kuni le
Right.
Oni mishi. Ewa kabata bia na ile numo sakumo egba ko dade ba ka keshi min fi wota ka bia file wo na mo fi wota ka bia file shi ni wota ne game fe ni o gafe ba game ni me na me petrela aka file ya finish na me yo around pe shi nke mo fa mo ni bulo ka cho ko media se amete mo ko lembo ni fi wota ka bia file
pa be nya manye ka ebe na ba ifi afili omo le yue be o kayo
ewa ka na kata me ni bere ba de no awole manche no me awole be ta ke bo mo leche ebo manche yeli po na fo hotel ach ale ile te wani kwa bi na oru
ye tagada ye ga o mu oba na BP nye mo je ba na BP nye na be ni wo mo wo mo po wo mo po
Kokan kwale nye oshegbe. Ona me. Kokan kwale nye oshegbe. Muna menya amewo. Muna menya amewo.
Of course.
Work popo, ina very work bo. Ye mo je taja omo ye 22 cedi ka anya ye mo telete we yin pada. Ka gbe na e ba fonu e glogami e ba to ne ba ju e.
Abi amagashi. Twente gara na amenye talo, ala ameyolo. Rulu.
Hey, God.
Taje ga je chele o ya to yo mo je taje ye njewo ablochi bi ye je ga wo ju ama o ga je chele o ya to aju o yi wo mo je wo
Bo ba ju we la ke ba se de ba pa mo e fe ko.
Ma mejo wo ba je bu
Bien le kana ko je social media me pe ka amba post ni te ko su friend e. No aba magbe papa ro ba ona. Ni wo lo.
Ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Inko Budana Ningbe say he deserves credit. The bit about him suing here, I don't know about that. That is a new point in Inu. And I'll tell Ningbe say whatever ask money, take naga no because clearly Mogome pe. But if you've ever doubted, if you've ever questioned Ningbe's stance on this whole thing, listen to Lord Kombi. Here you go.
Contempt. Contempt with an authority, regional ministers, government, no, in point there. Me, I'm actually, I mean, no, Kevin, I'm actually, I'm a call, I'm a two. Me feel strongly, okay. Can look at the thing, ya know. Be hele tene. Me changa na ba okay, okay, what is okay, what share again? No, be one or what is well already. Well, I guess I need to be your NBI. No, be many. Care by na hello.
Mbodwe.
Care by na many I use so. Men I use so no, give many petable. It was politics. What politics are going to do there? I use many potential campaign like a fight. It's a solid strategy.
Yeah.
It has always worked. It makes it very easy. Which I know you.
Yeah.
Catch it, whether you like it or not. No chance. Cassette and a secondary matter. Cassette has always been secondary matter. Okay, and you and I know, the government of the day, through just a phone call, can call for the deletion of Adamalache's name.
Exactly.
But then the question is, if you delete Adamalache today, okay, in the face of all these controversies, okay, tomorrow somebody will hold a press conference and say,
deletion, Nindo Ekawaya just Supreme Court, no Lord come you or plan event. The government of the day, through just a phone call, can call for the deletion of Adamalache's name. Mino Lord come a feneke tape name. Mono enwane nigbe say a spokesperson. Be onwane Lord come you all. E kele ne pressure. E kele nigbe say spokesperson. Ne ke nigbe say ayo. Koni nigbe say afe kusumi e Kelvin Tackie. E jake nigbe say ke kusumi e fe. Mokome pe fe ni mo e gboko mo akpakole mo e ke kwa ke manche e ye don no e fe kusumi e mokodon. So nigbe say ele no ne asane echu. And he's doing more. Kabatabi and the traditional council ekpagenya. E agen don. Ngo lenche ni abakpale fire unu ebon ya lenche na ga meni metaje still. Kutum pofu e ka malelo ison amefe kwa me yaga mba ya no kwale. No ekpagenya.
that I am also government.
Exactly. Even if Africa boy, Mogonche,
So the strategy, Kevin Crabbe because Okusun I like Africa I don't know Judicial Bukula. You are very
So Kevin Klabo Klaje Gamanchajibo because Okusume either Afeko Akobo aloni adeshisie agbekona Kelvin Kabatabiane Ekusumi en leno na afeale. I will let you me ye ni Hansen bedroom ye da akuma jeme awo gamancha chumi ye. Numo gbame le supervisor wo ye na afi Okusumi abo fe ye sentuani eke ka afilie efimbo. Nke bo ake tun awole ye ni Hansen je so nle money fe nle wo ye ni fe Kusumi ale under whose supervision. Numo sakumo afiete ekebo ba ya ngma mi afiete. Once again Kelvin Tackie akele yako ngma mi shikomempo auna ba fe shieten. Ningbese e ba kambo kitan ya mugiena e ba du mo gan kusun fe lo afena eke kambo kitan ya mugiena Kelvin Tackie akanko le kitan ya mugiena so e kusumie afeko ke ato gamanche noni afe nungwa efitai ameteko chulubiye ama mege nungwa me yo nakan affiliation shike aufe the very basic nibi na afio na ke to gamanche nungwa ya bemi eko bemi nungwa ya e bemi. You understand? So no at the time ni Lord come you ne ka batabi ane ke kusumi na efe ni kan nke Kelvin Tackie afe ko ankole je nu mo sakumo ka afili efile manye kwa benya ka ebe na ebe efi afili omo de nu mo sakumo ka efile nu mo sakumo ka le ago ngwa mi afiete ni ngbe se kan ko le kitan ya mugie na kusumi no ni nko bu efe ni adamala cha afe efe ale ntwa video achonpo Jamie ken na abu ebiolo it's still here. It is here. Ebiolo it is still here. What's our track? Maybe sometime next week. What's our track? Because one may be na me kweko boni ato gamanche keji ole masa ma fe show ani ma track see this komete over a 3-day period. No kwe boni ato gamanche oba na no fe no boni ato gamanche ye bie kona ko ekodan video yen channel e no mo ke osumo masa ma twa ma abo eko Kelvin Tackie nibi no ba na ye na miye afe ko eko akole.
Yeah, okay. Le nuele ayagamanche. Ni akeni esana.
Lord come keke agbenoata ewe kusumi esane benue ayagamanche Kelvin Tackie inke kusumi ni nche afe ko akole so e shekoboni achole gamanche. Ke Lord come ke you see anytime you match videos ne match ona ga waboto ya ahun so na ga ngene nkete another direction. Nkete another direction. Lord come ga famobi mashi famobi ekebo Kelvin kula okusumie ofeko ni ko jeshishi kula ogbeko na ni min kebu ake chumi wo the most important of gamancha kusumi because chumi wo na chombo ni eni wulo mo ba ke wo ye na afio kusumi na chombo ni bi fe na ba chombo aye sen chumi na afio ye Kelvin Tackie eno afe po akle atomogo bedroom nke min kebo no kongwe ko nke bu akeke nu mo gba me fe ya ke ba yu anukwale gan ba jo bia mi na ke Kelvin Tackie te ni yansin bedroom e nu mo sakumo te je me hie nyo ke hie te aka ma ke no na me fi o amepa nu mo gba mi ete ni yansin hia na ya ka ma ke no na me fi o amepa e ja ka to mancho mo e fe kusumi e ya moko mo nu mo gba mi nge wo ke nu mo gba me ke ba yu anukwale e se ba fo no ni wo fi o na agbena nu mo gba mi nke biami na ke Kelvin Tackie nyele ka to gamanche ni ansi je enje afia boy ekusumie afeko ka je shishin bu agbeko na ga Lord come ke e agonga mo mi afie ten akanko le kitan ya mugie na afile je numo sakumo ke file. You understand what I'm saying? So he is not qualified to be gamanche, not qualified to be gamanche. Oh, ke aduma ni ote sakumo wi. E mo fe mo ya sakumo wi. E me bi ya je mi. Ke aduma no ote na ewi e mo fe mo ya je mi.
Na gamanche be you by law you.
Yes.
Sani afo economy.
Exactly so.
Ndede.
Yeah, inche.
So that
Engo na ke owie neke
So yeah.
ye na atole. Eja ke sani ga wonu hia ke shi. No wa yi manche obata sen no. Yes atu no e. Wata sen kun. Ni sen pote kun no bata. Wona kan sen chuemi abatu oheni ye. No baka kita ye na kan sen chuemi. Woko afi kusu abu ye moko bedroom me. What drink ya shon e? Mini he won na mete nwa. Eja ke na kan kusu poten afi. Enyen e ba hegbe ne ba ya jeme. Se moko ka ki se kuta. Ewo sentu emi na afi o je ni ke o ba afi sentu mi. Eja ke se no bata no ke ye mwantie. Ewo na ya ko jeme na afi moko bedroom me. Afeko noko ya kule. Ede na kan sentu emi afi na kan kusu ye. No fe no afi ke fe na afi ye. Net zero. Noko bemi. Ewo afeko kusu ko e hakule. Kusu ne di kusu na ke to gamante. Afeko eko kra eko hale akule. Nwa amebemi ni atu gamante. Ameli. Nwa bemi na atu gamante. Okenya afi no ko nwa no ko ga eko. Ntari engo na ko o twana kan jeme ojugba because na gane hia wani gama adwen ya kesi. Tino aye mante ni tafate o ta no ko keke no. Alo ta saatu no. Chi senko pote no bata. No na fi okusu ye jeme. Ndi to right no.
Eshe. Otagan. Okay, mi aga mi monta blochi. Shin background there. Minkebue. Namo ne sumo gan. Ne tau ne protect gan kusumi. Bomoni oko tagan. You sit abroad there. If you like, come on the grounds. You ain't gonna do shit. You ain't gonna do shit. Ole noko. Man jalojibu. Bo. You are watching me. Because I got respond to me eko respond. Ntwange okwemi. Otawo gan noya. Minkebu akemono nye se fite gan kusumi. Minkebu ena mo drama. Bomono nye fon fe lo se ke min fite lo se minkebu ena mo drama. Minkebu ake nona afio afite wa kusumi. You are a bunch of. Anyways, and now I'll pick a few phone calls. Match when you have next round of phone calls. Don't you?
Hello, it's good. No find they will go over. Imami can get work where Mami day or day. And sending that in a lacas, Mamma be to me. Yo, can we get I feel now by Mammy, my dear, below if you're not the foot to war.
That's right.
The bone look like a mobile. No, it's me to my no go feel go. See, the balage or be a dinner few, see money, man can see very well. Sunny, money, are you or Keba, Tomo, Papa, or Tia Comeko de Britain neighbor, I wear. Can you mommy, can be a friend on the toilet? They can me near no needing me say no. Can be Ona. Nipi komeni me komeni. Comment ta frate? Le ni be se ja mentor lo mweche. Because ano kwale iwe mu ke ni bi wo amentole chobo
Right.
no chombe kuni ake NBC ba iwe ke kai mama efemi podon ona me do na ke ni no
Yeah.
because ojotwala bi ke ni bi na me nya me iwe no ngane engona wa ake ngane no chetinto inche nke bo be ko tinto sanida no chetinto o chetinto
Yeah.
tinto ona kan bra me pi na me lega sande ka me no ko me nyo no
Yeah.
pe amekeya sikeja me lega mi sande tutuntu le tinto bi la ke beni numu ai ni atwole akrowa no wa in ko ote manjagbona jeme no money to obone manjagbona ese tutuntu no mi sempie ama akrowa ni yo eni mbe ko mi ke wa ke agbe o police onyo e ni ame flole ke ni bi
Yeah.
na ken akrowa no mi na modi money no wa tu na ya sipon na ya fo sipon no mi na ken bia mi ngba sipon afo aweko wo kunyo ni be ko na afo am ni le tinto me ke ni bi na me ke sonu me afi ko me ni sonu me bon dia me homo onoshi na me fe na me ke pa numwe bi yo ye America e no yo no ni ko bone e bi nu ye je ni bi la ke kaji me bia ma ka me le ngbe po di ta me to le te Ariza ko yin opposite ni di mi po amelate numwe je me obia na ni ko bo numwe inga eje na tole akubiaku niji monita no dan lado ti ebe bata no de ke numwe ba fi ni po ono no meni meni sandien come ame yo simbo na te fi ke mbans mo ona ke mi mi onda ni ba onyo ba me no niji sandien fi ke ni no ame tinta mele a trina me ke je no wa no anda ni ko wa ke no ni mi na yin no wa na ke dure ni o de me amenyo ona ke be she kokra me ka me ame bontra ni me nto de ka ke le po because ni akwa lenjeli mi le ke futu onu wa me lenjeli ya ke si ta frate no ne yo je le no money no ni di numwe no mi no si because of na mo amento ni dan akajo ni da agba na aka me na wele mo no pa e na ke mi ni po e ke ni bi no da ni ama me wo na ke maja na ni be ke mene no bo ame ake te fi o te ke bo ye no wa ton no ko me ke mi fi nkusun ye dan ba aja ke mo e ba no wa ni bo jo no ni je ro mo si blekwe no mo e ba bi ame sa ne ko ne ka e ke le bi ni ba na no wa ro mo ni je no mo ni ete o mo e no mo ni to mo e ete ya na le ke ni mi ya pe ni kam ke ni mi ape ni jigbe na ke pio ken ke kaka ni ke ke am pio shikomi si le no ke na ba sia ba na le na ke ni ete na awo ni jimi ni po onushi no ni pipi na me bon fe mon bra ke je eche no da me blame ton am bon ni bi fite mo eche ju ke fon onushi no ni gbese ni ojele ami mini le papa si le domotion aka domotion si ko ke de na ke ko bi se gen chaba force na woman che ko ni ke la bon twa onu si both the things small no mo na me la ke ituni no ani so je na ke ko bra so be na bon ko to ana awo mo ko ko ga je le alo ne ke
that's right
na ke len twa na ke ko bo di tinto me ke ni biologia ni le mo na ke Kelvin ne ke Mantse di le ona na te ko ne yo ke no ko no adoti ani yo han kedo kwa tinto ni yo wana ni tinto ni mene yi beko ake ekwe ibra make my pano kono fiosi beni ba fet mo last 2 years beni ayo afile na ka na shona keni bi na ayen bi bena ate no boda dimoni afile ke min poepo ni boda labadi ni glasa na ate na bia ni akwa mensa ejena le ilakesin afine lo na me ke ba ifa mi so ni was Africa ba be ko ake lo ke no na ke no afata ba no nye ma bi na ya wo na ba ye ni ojo ama me no si bo jo no ni ko gbe ko na ke mi po ba ma to ni ga bo gba do onusi ni am e ke na ke agbene le wo mo ni ke le di gan fin ni ke le di tatolete ina po no ma jale e ke le yin o ta yin ke ni bi Nijibe, minipu. Makata. Le omo ni ziole je omo bibiu nega nyeje. Ni bo on obaka kembra kembu na ka odu etu da be ko no ko ati a interview lo boda no dia bi lesane. Eke bi na me ka da mat la tenye. Min po si bia na me keke vinye no fe no si bia na ye minse. Ya mbra cosmoto na keni o ato no good. O ba eke ya eke no fe no e fine. Si bi na me ke min po ni chan ke be na me ke no mo enye. No mo ma me be na fe bu ya ni.
I told you that's right. Yeah.
Okay. Si menele bia ne mo ofemo ni efi no lesu because beje le gbenani. But I bracket no kono je gbenani na ke ba. Oh, but before me grassy ga ye mo wonu mo ko me ko ndete abo bibia ne si. E lala ko me ko ndete ha wo ke je blame. Ni na ke lala e ka si ton bi ni mo bi. No ngano bibio ba nya fo mi lo. Yes ba. Yo. Ingenzande lawyer de lawyer Ingenzande lawyer de lawyer julo ewuji. Ni wogo sande lawyer na me ya me lo. Ingenzande lawyer de lawyer julo ewuji. Ko ya na sande oye ni koche ka me na me was blog. No, that's right. Moko wamba no see you fine. No, see you.
Shata be na kan ni. Amete na kan ke ohon onunya me na kan. Ame use gan symbol bi ane. Yeah, gamashi symbol ame use o. Bi ane da fie welenchi. Use gamanche symbol. Be igbe na use na kan. Ba na kan e bale.
Ni abo manye, ni otu bolo fe manye. Oda pele na le ko ke ege jembo ade e wo ye mi shi chuchu gbe ma mi ni e be ne ke. Mi ke inye me yute oblaye. Akeshi nyene na wo adamala che amenya nyene ameka me ke Kevin shi amekwadwo ojogba shi kama yedi. Nyene UAP shi kama yedi mpe di akeshi. Kevin ye ni eshimo shi kunkun le nwo se kwe akeba fele. Inye me ni nyega ni tafla cha me feel ya keshi. O wonya me say me on 20 cedi, I'm on 30 cedi, I'm on 50 cedi, I'm li akeshi. So far o aje eye na agbe. Ka ton kusumi akabo wo century. Century ka akabo wo mi ye. Je ma wo jin ye ke ti sa ye. I'm let am ke yo mo ba abo. Dani be mo fodi ho aton boni. No jele mi na yo ni bele e baga mi nupe be yesio bele kombaga ni yo ne fe gbe kumigba bele kombaga
Inche abo engbo mo ju ani we mo ko mete o mo ebo enye na triple o mi ta na egbe dani mama ke enyo ojugba ata no fi o
bele kombaga ni dane mi fo ayu te akeshi wo oblai abi ani hi o me ase bo mmene ka bo ngo se ko oda no biko aka obi wulomo ala obi ya ye manche na ko bi le pele ka fili akeshi ta flache ashishi boshi be mi ni ake aye mo ko yue ni sani game ali akeshi eshaku te ko tuluwe
eshaku abdabi
eshaku te ko tuluwe ni esha abula pia mi ke bien me yoye sani game atashina me bike mi sadi ni ani ashabo kita ya mugina ani ashabo kita ye gama mufe ayin lo ani ota sakumo shuono shete akwa mensan ina abu enu no yole e ka keshi le ka feeling no gamanche ona elenche emale nokoba fese na ebi amanka feeling no gamanche shi nokoba ni e ajisa kumodi no wo ta flat ona ni ameba yue because ameliano kwale Kelvin sumo amo America adamala che ni gafe jele mi fe akpe kejela ka gbe adan shula na me pe na ka lambote akame ya ngmo mi na kwa keshi ni nyumo ni yo nwe ni eyin adamala che se ka shi beni jo wa jele mi ba fite lewole akeshi le afekuso ke wo ile mi pifila keshi o ya adamala che se da bi ko ba adamala che se when you kusumi ni ani echon wo gamen the flat nini ya no boy eba fita gamai eshehiko oje shia communist na atu obo asafuache sana atu obo asafuache ibi ane fulani bi not to be ton asafuache me fafe man bi epo ameko odugba because e tufan ko ya won expiry date ye yep why tufan ko akebu agashi in about 3 days oje evidence kanofia no shimene Kelvin ke aitosu ya want to komi na maka kita kelele boji gamanche ke gamanche ka tu ekusu abuwe se de che babuwe ni mishi ni gbese kon ojoban akeshi ya na edomo ekena ni amaje no ni kete ete shade ni kete ete wala kete ebi fe ana wala ke jenwenu ko jianu adole wo fe wo yese because ekwe bada muko shamuko kita no kelete mancheko ache mo be no twano mani jaba
Yeah, we radoni my job. Let's call our brother back again. Yeah.
If I can any no try me talk
over you mimba over akuchi over na me 1 second anu wo bo watch na eto no koni ma back to you.
No.
Imba over na oja ekwan no eko over na ya no.
Yo, busy morning package everything in my year. If I can no money my year, but come and get me wrong. No one in care ni egbese ke Kelvin Eshrada. Jagashi ekule ni ye Kelvin alone go. She no me Georgie. Go by Yagashi, go by Yagashi. Kejulo Boshian, and my real bank go Yagashi, Kejulo Boshian. They ba Juni or Kelebachalo. Okay, meaning that the Kejulo Banshia, I get about Jumia. In the baseball back belly. They are too much belly. When I need to look at Muko, eba ni jail no near. Me Natasha feel. Nakanta much on. Oh, she yeah, she could me support Kelvin. She kaji Kelvin about Kondoko, take me a shia, ni a shia, ni Mukoba, ishia, never back Connie, but fake Benoning Clevaton. And Clevaton. Yeah. When I want to, I've been one only genio. Moko Banya Boshia, never Jubo, Ned Bobo, Ned Bobby. That could happen now. Right. One she can potato here. Moko only no need Bolento no. Moko Banya, hey, your day. Yeah. Tomoboni, you get a jungle show. Obano Casana court. Or I feel like a show when she get more. Yes, she can't influence it. Ebanya, any your day. The can't tell my explanation. Jagashi. Me support agashi ekulenoni nigbese fe no ni mi twaji keni nigbese lakashi ne keni ne ashi machine jele no ni eye gbene kana ne machine call agashi ola ni ne jebo no wo ke habo right the boldness and I can't tell what to the bold is an if bold right bold and fake the shi je is an ko ke gbena right ono wo fe won yin se ni yo ma mi jegbese that's right o mi en le lojugba be ni here aka so for ngele ni le lojugba right no je kako ni mama yue noko against Tommy no me ni get Tommy wrong ana pa je na kan ni mi to ke kamo ko bo share ba wa jubu ko ba ni gbele ni un ko wa ni here because can le na bo ba gbebo bon shishi can na bo ba gbebo no bon ko o fele de no bo ba potato ko no gbele no ni to ke shi so esa ne ke la po yu po kra na kan ta ma cho yeah
got you
yeah
right.
Yeah.
I think your point is well made. We don't know more. Right. Akuche, ofane no mi owie no ko.
Nke ni no chalo come we more.
Right.
Mi to no o trake she here few ko.
Okay. Okay, I'm a
part ko ni mi to ko
na okay, go know you na okay. So I'm a try.
No.
For the press conference and say that I am also Gamanche.
Exactly. Even if Africa boy,
so the strategy Kevin because Okusu I that Africa I don't know Judicial Bukula. No Bela.
Yeah.
Okay. I Gamanche. Ni akeni esana na Gamanche na by law you.
Yes.
Sani afo economy.
Exactly so.
No, it's so easy. So that's the plan. It makes it so easy.
It's so yeah. Yeah.
In the case of Kevin, traditional council about passing ni equal affair automatic president alone. I'm not saying I'm in favor. But I can't be a need visit. No, but I'm not majority carries the vote. For the English and the I'm going more than chairman for your meeting. Only. I'm a meeting. Don't thank you. Tinto. Tinto, I have the operations. Only.
Oh. Me in lo joba ni ake lakeba no mi ekwe ni tako tulu ejekwe yin shebe takumo fan na kunwe ni
yo
be na ifan akunwe ni
na kan chi sane
ne wo minute yo wona
no be ta fache kolake we obe we be family. Allo kola ke ta frache hila kamo dui.
Yeah.
Okay, na kaba. Hila kamo ju. No be kela kan kusu ni salova se pese chia mi. Ta ke ba fi.
Dabi abanyo fi jone ya no.
Pepe. No ke bolo hie ni. Ta frache o conscience serve bu rat papa. No be fa momo. Ne to mo gbe si anadia ne ba tuni e yo gba mi na gbe na. Okay, I don't want you here. Jemo here more. No, Jemo here. Get to a fund. Kono kaga niana. Kumono kwani mitrake. Ni mene. Mommy kagene say anywhere or here. Kona men die. Hello, na men die.
Aguje.
Nidate.
Yeah.
Charlie. Ona agashi obawe moku ni tafrache owache inu mugbe je ni adotoju nto manche ni ngale ke sebunu pa fe. Ona ageke obo wache lo komi sani ni ewi etu e ke owie mo ni oyu ekele fe eyadaje. She ona oyu mo no obawe ne wo obana social media.
Right.
Obana many back tweets sanie na mba pe le tomo be obatashi owe wache ni adote otunto sane. She ona ke lo come e guy. She amenya ame attack ile.
Dabi.
What do she? Ona ke lo come e guy. Amenya na ame aba attack ile.
Yep.
Because lebo ne voice ni nani lo come fe le je ngene ni voice ne.
Yep.
Amete moko e chako na kasane pona about be like a minute one you na kai.
Yep.
Wo benta ke sino ni wo te lo come you o ani amale na lo di amale ni.
There you go.
Odu meshi. Ya ke tafa kama ko ya yo no ko ya ni inlake ebe mi ye. O ya ni ma je na. Inle woni manche fi e din inle nu mo gbo ne yo. Onyo kesane ko angbe no ni na kasane ebe mi.
Yep.
Odu meshi.
Yeah.
Ta e fine na nche yes ani aba defend le. Chikaba tabia ne kasane ne ona ni mo go ba defend ne kasane ne.
Yeah.
No. Odu bishi. Yo obabia ke mine woni anye aba ake Lord come ya deal ne kasa ne yu na yi. Because sani ne yu is sani echi. Sani ne yu eke oyu mo fe ke o compare fe mi na kaji boni na ale. Aka si kelo come ke wacha ni ado to tinto manche na to like the architect of everything.
Yeah, the brain behind everything.
Dame, I don't know before any watch you and you know to buy. I know before any minute you can know before you buy. Me put me no enemy question. You know Lord to buy your money here. What do you see? You were catching old chat in no more back and fitter. Many, I'm a fitter and guy by share. Need that I'm not going to defend this. You are 100% right. Yeah, this money then turning by you a tagger. I'm you are malini. I'm Makele. She put only by you back and social media.
I know.
I can tag me.
That's right.
Obana, the foolishness of what they make game.
Yep.
Trouble because of Tabochi no way. You want Bochi no Tano war. You know a cherry patch well. If I you any economic Manche Nabu, allo Manchanya Boka with me. Monet tell you by you any what let Tadam. Etademe. What do we say? Come on, need a tea. Well, find another member.
When you mean no to it, hello?
Hello,
yeah, me tete.
You me fire you go to there.
Ah, you are domo. What best you be? Over no jai.
Begging ye. Forgetting to go.
Is it? Over the yard.
Lumona, you will say at the bath and look a bit. Lumona. She say the beer you. Yes, I know when you chance. The beer you. Every day when you chance. Papa Lu. Last year, kept Palu again a boom to it. Last year, you about look at pay Yega. Like I mean, no pay university on you. University on you, the Momocumino. Get to me, hello, Bemini, Yamini, Pitio, meet with the
okay.
But we don't want to care, one of Brams, and Bramway.
Yeah, coming
black. No one care. Okay. Nibese where saw the bar. No come personally. Ni Saganisi. Every more day, naked a work more like with that was Batanita. Una kini. The peg problem no na dey have ba fe I got ni bi fiti o kan bi ye age ba fe no mo la ko ti agba osi ke ni mo gbese ke de le to ni adama la chabata shi ni adama la chabata shi e bo mo de ne ke ni mo la ko ti agba osi ni e ke hale ni ba cha ke mi kan no na no wo fe ko le me bi na ni mo we na ni shi no buy or me, no union cobble.
Right.
I don't need to or me, no union war. When you fight, Papa, can you okay? Ni basic boy, you mutui, allo, no, can you? You know, get you. When you get you, she, Ivana Nicola, you won't she fight. Papa, can you cook a new basic war, bombardy? Kono kan ni besa yi ne ka nu la ko ti adwa usi ni al ka ke ale ko mo ngega ba joyi mo chi wa over lord ni bi fe nu na ya na ba fe dele no la fi o fe ni ka se nu la ko ti adwa usi ka ke ni hale komo ka ke ni halo na mo fe ba bi fo yega ni fe ni wa kontanyam o mi ta fai ake ni bese Nigbese ndete ka wa cha nigbese alo binu gele ba wo pa no. Ni ke question ni iwo ni alo de ke yo ni iwo ni. Abo mo de na kala yi. Ko ni ani man na ba tahi. Komo ko le mi ko le na mo ni mo ko ni ele ni iwo.
Right.
Mo ko le na mo ni mo ko ye le ni iwo mi pa fa yi. Akenu mo ni ale. Komo mi da ni yo do pay akake ale gamajo. Mbele ko ma yi do. Ko na ni ya ni ba sa ya ge ba fe ni pe. Wo mi pa fa yi o wa do.
We ra don yin mu ajo. Right.
Mo o wa do wa den che. Wo bo ye mo tu. Mu ajo bo wa den che.
Naka. Oba chuwe ni ngbese ekwo wo ka ekwo wo gbegede we ni jiba ka cheli e ba kwa. That I know for a fact. So you money you of ngbese enu. I know that for a fact. Ka ekwo wo gbegede keje cheli ni na lete ye phone no e ba kwa. Anyways, wanda mo fe mo shi ma inye me ba yu eke wo mu na nya wo ji anhye papa ro over ne ona gbe wi mo.
Yo ele pi ko beni wa wi ni ele bo fe mo ni sanu wa wi ele na ka wa ba wi ele evidence sanu ko ba cho
Right.
O ka ba cho wo ade na di muku aka tashi ni abala kale agesi be wo chete ko tula ya wo mi aka ele ji the rifle gamanche muku aka join na kai because afikule clear ke ako wo fe ni manche kaji ake wo cha dama na che de le ji manche be sani akela tashi ni kusuni sana fe na ji affiliate ni shi na ke wo che ke vie na ke wo le because affiliate is a symbol, it's authority.
Yep.
Affiliate me peni ke wo ba won you affiliate sana me na ka affiliate le ba affiliate ne aka onyo ka affiliate keke
Dabi
that onyo ba tasha ke affiliate keke ni e wo be abanya pe na ka wo mo fi amo.
Yep.
Many men na me wo plastic one egenye wo le ame. Many wo China affiliate egenye wo le ame.
China.
Oni michi wo le ame. Iwo ke ameke affiliate clear be wo che be sani nu mo sakumo boni fe no ka affiliate wo che la che o ba fe okusun no ka GN nation ko ni o ka wo che Kelvin ko ni wo da ga sa gbe ne yani wo ya wo fe won follow na ka direction ne.
Yep.
Ti mi papa ro international inye ni maso wo manche ko ni manche wo right affiliate ni mona ke le jinje manche ni ele mo right affiliate.
Right.
Be nme wo ya teno ni wo follow mo wo kaji ameba na meke wo cheke de le ji manche akwada ba tashi ni nibi ni sane anya je original nibi kusu nibi ni sana je ye wo chela che ye no na ka wo le aje na ka wo cheke bi ka ekwela wo isegbe ya ka wo le no ko ba happen isumon agana gari be ba wo le wo ben to ga be manche ni yo be isegbe ye mo be manche ni yo isegbe ye.
Yep.
Because she nata numo sakumo ekre ya kwa mugie na
Dabi
ni amugie na ka akabuti amugie na kaji wose ko numo sakumo makaka panchele
mangmomi
sorry ka mugie na mangmomi fare ka kiami ka numo sakumo kabo ya ko jeme na ka jeme na ya bentwa ke chotable agashi wose ke numo sakumo ibe aro ipa mi chele bo manche onyo odomo shinu otu onumo sakumo kusu fe asuvulomo.
Yep.
Iwo shini wata na keji biane to boni wo yu na ke wo cheke biane ji gamanche pa fo wa na ni wo se biane nyuma ba che numo sakumo gbogbo mo ni numo sakumo fe ko bokita te ba to o ba ma ngom ni o afi kusu ani ba nye ajen alo wo se numo sakumo ke on pa bi che mi biane nye shi mate do ni lele wo numo gbokemba alo mini Abasa wo another woman test one oni actually kusu fast. Onu me shi ene me nika otasho ba bia gashi nika no ko ya happy te wo ba ya le te ye gan. Ya gashi what adam na che na ka process mi fe ni me na process ka no mo zakumo e che le ba nye demo shike no mo zakumo na fe kusu pepe atu mo.
Yep.
And what I can be and akelecho na ka process mi lo. Ni tafa de ka di acho se poni akele acho le na ka process e ani ete ma mo mi. Because once na kokobo kita onyo ona na aya ma mo me akoya fe kusu you cannot go there.
Dabi.
Olubishi no we wonye me game ko won cheme ko me wonye me ko me nika me ba nika won yo no ko so no odwen deep won no we ka wo se no mo sakumo makke na ka ba ni egbodo fi o alon chele ba chele kete ye but no we 20 years 30 years ke anako moko e moko nya ya ni afe kusu na ka gamente ke wo moko nya afe kusu na ka gamente ake wo
right
because she not can you no mo sakumo me pa e bia na what you no mo ka bi enye ya ka ya afe kusu
Dabi.
enye ya ka afe kusu
Dabi.
Koni no 10 years 15 years e ka shi an koni no ka baba o mo na abo no mo ye no we ko oh
Eje.
ila te bawa bia o wa do
ayabache akemi aga ningbese nkwewo so mwene no fe no nye yue ningbese enufe a text me bia no akemi aga yi kwewo so le nche enu ka jenyena
ni tete o wa don bichmo no chuo ke gbe no ha woda ke da min da to bo fe shi konye me fe ni fata wa ni wo chuo ntumo ne kwen infia ke ma yue no ni bo discuss o akashi Mantse lisani ke court ani na yo we wa me ni wo kweno ni baya no shi wo fen wo le an kwale
right
shi wo cheko ni bawie bia ne echi nokota no le chita e wo mi automatic de eche ake da gben yu on ke wie mo ne ekule ake o mini o fe lokochon shi da gben yu ake pokoye ye gan ni ka fene na kan po gan e ba jole ngbese
tell you directly able what way speak to him
ngbese bagane mimba odin umanye ni nke heshiba to chose eboyin ngbese ka tia ba hu e achogbe keni nemi ngbese ka tia ba hu acho ogbe yen keni nemi nitaflache ngbese acho ogbe akeshi ole nekeni ne eko ngbese tema yue maka ke ngbese bulencho tashi o yue akeshi ole na moji la akote nyele la akote ko shona ke jemo wajin ya mechi ewo eno afi ju afi enyon bo no batashi no ke osumo ke amebu la akote la akote denche ebu noko ato akon wo mukweta gashi oba yue na kan wi mo mukwe efatu emono akoba yue na kan wi mo bolenche o yue na kan wi mo ta flache etumono kote etwa bolenche ohin noko he won ebibi baale bene baale ngbese ye shiba mi ngbese wo fe won helebo ake bo du machine niga ni mene chance pone ba yo ke amache ili stele na kan chance nyolo yake bo no ni sa no chu ke agamache ochu hale no chu oje se kokoko no ewo won hebu won daboshi chine kan po ni oje me ke ba na ye wulo mo yeli ngbesi ole moni yo oje ole dan na ke bo hie no he ningbese mene wake de kon bo hie ke nongwe ake ye ono ankwale ye ankwale ha gan koni guy ajole ningbese etowo ni bina chogbe wo sumo e ben meno e ha o minche ningbese ko le ankwale ko remo koni guy ajole Jemi makebu aloma babu dan woseku alo chuchu kusani ningbese manche jibo manche panajibo oye nile ke demo no le no nje papa o Jemi beke ta fate ke na force ma tombo no fe ningbese bi bo akati gega he wo stable no sha stable no ni sakuni guy ya jole eke won pincho onye me mpin o mami me mpin onye me o cheme ko onye me fe mpin ni ke o kwe na ye wo se wo big o na bi ba tin na ka no ni gbese e wo fa ne ko le no ko ne ko vemo ko ni guy ajole ntete ngwa wa bie
Ishe. Nyahami, 1 second. I check you a closing words for tonight in Kehanye. Koni work back. So can ye iwe no kodon waba close show. What fe
I'm seconds go bo fane.
Ovane be ya no mo we mo biane.
You fane ma we biane. When you me e ba we wa na che me che. Ya ni friend bepo ke ya phone po because ke una musu shan leke don leke awe one ke you o. Won pa nu mu fa. Nu mu bo la ke mi ke bo le bo ni. Ni gbese ode olomo impa won pa bo fa. Won pa bo fa wa denche. Won pa bo fa agashi dan ma se je me bo won imma osu ono dogba. Iwo ke emotion no ni wachi osu oni ni epa na ebushi en ke ache abache bo ke womi omo sa ogbe ache ke womi omo me pi eni ogbe gbodo na acho je noko iwo chineke ni bi ne ni abi cho ogbe wote me kume igba wo na agashi ache o agashi wole agashi okona ni emashike anukwaleko wo impact wo che wo papa wo pabo fai wo na akashi bo fie bo ni ji anyele gbeno ni anya acho nyele shina ni anya agbelio ni anya ke dadio neke sanine wo pabo fai ni wo cho no wo che moko bo pedi wo cho ya akashi mo fie mo la ke boka ogbelo na no ko na ni machine anu kwale fe ba jepo ni yemi etoton akaba nmeshi mumu inde five power pe o ba pabo ni gbo fe die onye okwe ni nekesa ni ne enye eyemu oni gra wo ya wo here ya ke lele nka okwe yo mo ko ni no mu ado a wo shi ewie ka mashi e no na ewie ka mashi no pepepe ni wona ka nye cheme nye daje nye shi nye te wo mi no ba fe anu wo ba nye daje nye cheme po ka nye de nye shi nye te nu ba wo le ba abagbo what mo woji mo won pa fai ka nye smo ni nye ba shi gan ni wona wo itoke wona ni gan ba futuwe benye jaji ake mashi ya ke tafa che ke o ya lo le ka obi mbe so ake o ba lo le na fite ni lo le anya drive no ke ala ke in be drive mo so ba lo le ni moving car na move o no la ke choni na e ba nye 10 years mbile ba driver ahun o won pa fai ni sa ga anye mashi dani ke ma wele ke ba chenye ni chenye ni wo se e ka towo dake mo ni nyesa mo ni wo kasi oboni akesa ni kanyesa wo le boni asa ni bi ko meneke ni wo te be pe ke ba se wo na lo se wo bi ko ma no be wo laje kura wo ni cho be no ni kesa wo kase un ke cho ni sa mo mi wo se go ke wa na agba na kai wo na experience ke je ni twa ni o manya ba ni wo adobo
yeah ishe our last scripture for the night and it holds a lot so mo fe mo ni onu gbe masumo no join again no go ne ojuba ke Affirm Kelvin Tackie say botu ojuba. Woe to you, O land, when your king is a child and your princes feast in the morning. Blessed are you, O land, when your king is the son of nobles and your princes feast at the proper time for strength and not for drunkenness. Woe to you, O land, when your king is a child and your princes feast in the morning. Blessed are you, O land, when your king is the son of nobles and your princes feast at the proper time for strength and not for drunkenness. This is the word of the Lord. No matter John Yefin, what feel life? Obaba be ho Saturday, daytime, bolomo 11 a.m. Eastern, I believe 3 p.m. GMT. Obanwoy, okay, what you know. No matter John Yefin. Bye bye.